Yes. That's becoming a common thing. Every time we do it, we always get the out of time claps.
Have
anyway,
fun syncing these claps. That'll allow.
Exactly.
I
I'm going to do
won't.
one halfway through as well.
Yeah.
Should definitely be swearing at
Better
us.
be on.
So, hello, welcome, episode 48, Fuel from Our Fire podcast, the Bristol Metal Quarter podcast, official podcast, as I say, last few weeks. Me, Jen, here. We're kind of over to the side. We're a little bit cramped because we've got Martyrs Saint with us. Thank you guys for joining us.
All of us.
Hello.
Yes, that's on me. Sorry, I kind of forgot to mention the size. And
We're making it work. We're making it work.
I mean, it's very kind of trash orientated, isn't it?
Well,
You look
yeah,
at all the
exactly.
old school trash videos, and it's a lot of people crammed into small
Squeezed in.
space.
There are a
Drinks.
couple guys on the cabs as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
All in the
Just
background.
smoking and drinking.
A few more battle jackets going on, and yeah.
Rubbish everywhere.
So yes, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you
Pleasure
for
to have
having
you
us.
on.
Thank you.
Let's keep things nice and simple to start, shall we? What were you listening to as you came in? Not at the bar, but like on the way here. Oh, this sounds dodge already.
No. I just got back from the gym, so I guess I was just cycling like my regular playlist. So probably Lock Shut. There's a little bit of Soul Blind on there. Nothing like brutally heavy, just up tempo, upbeat.
So you don't find brutally heavy good for gym?
No, because that feels like I'm overcompensating. You know, if it's quick and there's a guy yelling in my face, that's more than enough to get me amped up, I think.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it for me.
Anyone else?
You've got a story about this.
Go on.
So I had the most interesting Uber ride of my life on the way here.
Sound like Smile more already.
So he's there, Uber was drumming away, and I said to him, I said, "Are you a musician?" He said, "No, I just love music." And he said, "Are you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a drummer." He said, "Do you know Tony Williams?" I said, "Yeah, I've heard the name." And he played with Miles Davis. Showed me a 25-minute Miles Davis song. I didn't have a clue. The radio was on full volume. I could barely hear anything else. Yeah, that is the interesting story. So that is what I listened to on the way here.
I got outside and Harv was like, "He's been in there for 5 minutes."
I could hear the bass radiating from the car, and then he pulled up further up the road, and he still wasn't getting out of the car. And I thought we'd have to intervene.
Oh, you're such a kind
wasn't letting him
gentleman.
I was trying to find an end point, but it was a 25-minute song. What was I meant to do?
I looked in there and I could see that I thought they'd have an argument because I see the driver's head moving a lot, as if they're obviously talking about something, but
You should
no
have plugged
context.
us as well.
Love it.
Yeah, I should have.
See if he likes what we had.
Yeah.
That would have been a good shout. That's a good way to get yourselves out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the taxi driver will ask you what you want to listen to. Well,
Actually,
I'll
No.
connect actually, mate. That's all right.
can I play myself? Yes, you can. Reason that I mentioned trash at the start of this is because for those that don't know you, you're a trash crossover.
Yes.
I actually personally quite like that style.
hell yeah.
I find trash, I like trash, I grew up with trash, I find it a little bit samey. When you add the kind of crossover side to it, it adds a real new dynamic to it. It kind of makes it modern, actually, is probably the best way to put it. So yes, let's go right back to the beginning then. So you formed in 23, I believe.
Yes.
So tell us how that came to be. How did you...
I love this story.
Oh, good.
There's 3 angles of it.
Yeah, so much. Well, not so much context, but
I know, but so we had a previous singer called Stuart, and we still love him to death. But basically, I was going to Thekla a lot, and this was just when I started to get into play guitar, and I wanted a band, could not find a band.
In Bristol?
Yeah. So I was talking to him. I'm like, I know you're in a band, but I don't know if there's anyone looking for one. Let me know. So he sent me a text the next day, and he was like, "Oh, here's some Facebook groups, whatever to join." I'm like, yeah, cheers, dude. Then I go back to Thekla the next week on the Thursday, and I was wearing a Metallica shirt, and you had a Megadeth top on. Then we were
Good
in
start.
the toilet going, "Oh no fucking way, that's sick."
literally
Blah, blah,
as
blah.
I got in the door,
Yeah.
first thing I was like, I need a piss. So I went to the toilet, and I saw him there. And I was like,
But that was like a 45-second exchange. Then we went our separate ways. Then
The classic metalhead thing.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
metalhead in
Yeah.
a while
Yeah.
ago.
yeah. Then
Usually those shirts start a fight though.
Stewart pulled me aside and he was like, "You know that band you're on about?" And he goes, "Yeah, like I'm trying to start a metal band. I want you to meet some guys."
Yeah.
So I was dragged out into the smoking area where I then re-met Amari. but now formally.
Yeah.
And then met Louis.
Nice. Did you know each other at the time? You
Yeah,
were in the
yeah.
band
Yeah,
at the
so
time?
we were there together.
We went to college together,
Okay.
and he had joined a band while in college with our previous singer,
Right. Yeah.
Stu.
Okay.
So that's how I and he knew Stu, was through that, and then we went to Thekla with him, and
Right.
then met Brandon.
Cool.
But we were outside thinking, I mean, how many plans do you make when you're 12 beers deep? Like, you know, and they never happen.
Next beer is my main plan.
we were outside and we were having the same conversation that we still have like 3 years going on. It's like, what guitars do you like? What amps do you like? What bands do you like?
Just gear.
And so we were just like having a proper like stupid amp based heart to heart. Then I would go and then continue that conversation with Louis. And then he's like, you know, I'm going to start a group chat now. Get this band going now.
We should. It'll be the
and I was
best thing
like,
ever.
Yeah, sick.
We're getting
And
it
then
now.
we woke up in the morning like, oh my God, there is actually a group chat that got made. And like,
Who made it? I had no idea, but we're in it.
and then we somehow booked a rehearsal. It wasn't just that night thing. We ended up
Yeah.
booking the rehearsal.
Committed.
Then we had like a year
That was
and a
really
bit.
good going with 12 pints in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were committed. I mean, I think with me going to college with him, I've never met a drummer that's just like him. And when he got in the band in college with Stu, I was so jealous because it's an outside of college band. You know, you're not just doing a cover in in the room in front of all of your mates. They're actually going out and gigging, and I was like, I'm so jealous. So
want that.
the fact that I was able to meet people to start a new band with him in it as well, I was like, yeah, this needs to happen.
Yeah.
This needs to happen.
We then had like probably want to say like a year and a half of like revolving door bassists. That was always our like crux, is that we would just
Damn
keep
bassists, they're always the
different
problem,
bassists.
right?
Yeah.
Then we finally got sick of it.
Forgotten surrounded by
There's two in there.
We'd gotten sick of it, and we were like, we're going to hold one more audition and we're going to get it right this time. Because by that point we weren't established in the scene by any chance, but a few people would have known that we were a metal band
Yeah.
in Bristol.
Yeah.
And so me and Amari at the time went to uni with Harv, and that's how he knew about us. So I put a message in basically this like big 60-odd person uni group
yeah.
chat.
Group chat,
We're like,
yeah.
we're hosting auditions as well if anyone wants to join. Then
Did
Harv
many
came along.
people show up?
Yeah,
Right.
we had Harv and then another guy.
These were,
there,
like, 2 different days
There,
as
there
well.
were people who would like offer interest and they go, actually, I'm better on guitar. Do you want a guitar player?
No,
Not really.
that's not what
No,
we're
I'm
looking
a
for now.
bassist.
Don't need another one.
So we held the
You have a very
auditions
good
between
one.
them. We held those auditions between them, and I feel like it was fairly night and day.
Yeah, it
The
was.
other guy was good at bass. He was
Yeah,
just
he
a
was
bit,
good.
a bit. I couldn't settle with him.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like with him, we were there like jamming Metallica covers and like chatting
Nice.
about like what the gear he's got on his board and what bass he's got and what else he's got at home.
It
and
was
stuff.
very reminiscent of that Thekla night because
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
tell he really wanted to be in
Yeah.
a band,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean, doing his own thing, and that's the same feeling we had that night at Thekla. So it kind of that was great at bass, but for me it was just your overall vibe and the fact that
Yeah.
you clearly wanted to be in the band with us, and I was like, yeah,
You'd have been in the band if you even could play triangle. So
yeah,
you know.
you'd have been in somewhere.
I even offered just to be, if I didn't get it, I said, can I please be your roadie at least? I'll be your drum tech, I'll do what you want, I just want to follow you guys around. Because I mean, in this group chat, before the auditions even came up, I saw they were supporting Doomfest, video game Doom music,
Yeah.
fucking awesome. And so I saw they were in there. I was like, oh my god, there's a metal band at uni. And when I went there, I couldn't find anyone who's into metal. I didn't really have a good time.
Is this BIM?
This is Ben.
You're not the first people to say that.
Yeah,
It's really hard to find a metal band
Yeah,
there.
I did enjoy it. I dropped out, but
We
I
both
met these
dropped out.
guys. Then I dropped out, and it's the best thing I ever did. Is a friend of mine who actually said, "Hey, there's those guys that you mentioned. They're actually auditioning. You should."
Was that Keaton?
It was Kieran.
Keaton, that's it.
Hello, Kieran. I miss you. I've not seen you in a while.
Kieran, get your ass down here.
Yeah.
I used to be he was in my bin band, Kieran. Sorry, off topic.
Hey, great drummer, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
sound
he
guy.
is, he
top
is
sound
good.
guy.
It seems crazy to me that there's a music school in Bristol that is obviously going to attract metalheads, and it's really
Yeah.
hard to find metalheads there.
It's all indie kids. That's the problem.
That
yeah?
the
fair.
people there were great, but like there was a lot of just like pretentious
I want
jazz.
to play Arctic Monkeys. That's
Yeah,
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
It was very like trendy,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a great time.
Fair.
I was there as a drummer as well, and ended up being a bassist. Brilliant. So my job's even easier.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's definitely a positive thing, right?
All things considered, we're relatively lucky with that. We knew we wanted to play didn't have an argument about that. We knew we wanted to play. When it came to having to find another bassist, he was like right on the fucking board with what we wanted to play.
Yeah.
Oh, we were
And
jamming so much Metallica. That
there's been no like discourse since.
Awesome.
It's like we got the lineup settled down.
Yeah, we
then
got it
we're
right.
fine.
We locked in and we got it right.
Good.
There was a very brief transitional period because we used to be called Martyr, and this wasn't on purpose, but it worked out quite well. That because, like I mentioned, we had a previous singer, Stu. He was in the Martyr half, so we were a 5-piece for that half. Then realising there's quite an established German tech death band called Martyr, and so we have to come up with another name. Because we didn't want to do like Martyr UK.
I honestly don't like bands do that.
So we basically put out a poll, but it happened to coincide that when we parted ways with him, that
We changed the name.
I step in the frontman role, and then we changed the name. So the lineup and the musical style and the name all changed at once.
So how did you settle on Martyrs Saint then? Where did that come from?
So I'm not going to tell it because it's really shit.
Oh,
that was the one
It's a
I
bit-
voted
Yeah,
for.
yeah. So I think it was me
bit
and Mari and
unfortunate,
Hard
wasn't
that voted for the one name, and then Louis voted for Martyrs Saint. But we didn't want it to be a case of
We have an
got-
established rule in the band where it's like if someone's not happy with something, we don't want
Yeah.
to carry on with them being unhappy just because the majority are
we
happy
come
with
out
it.
with an agreement where we're all
good,
happy.
yeah.
So we were like, if we put it out, because we all liked both names.
We just had a preference, whereas he did not like the name we chose.
Yeah.
That
Right.
was the difference.
So we put a poll on our Instagram story. Like, if they decide it, we're not going to be unhappy.
Well, yeah,
but
fair.
it's honouring, the outcome of the
good,
poll,
yeah.
and Martyrs Saint is the one that won.
Would
So
you like
did
to
it
know
on
the other name?
Instagram? Yes, absolutely.
So Martyrs Saint was fun because it's like, how can a martyr have a saint? To be a saint, you've got to be a martyr. Blah, blah, blah. Works quite well. The other one was just the Latin for martyr.
French.
French. It was just Martyrs, so like martyr ISE.
It's
It's fucking terrible. So look, I can't believe that. I didn't even remember being in that camp until you mentioned it. But
Yeah.
just
Just
thinking
let
about
the
our
British
logo.
public vote for Anton. Vote him McVote face.
It's like, look at our logo. It's awesome. And how would it work with Martyrs? It's terrible.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wouldn't. And saying it as well.
Thank you, Louis, for that. But it was Martyrs was not.
Get your
was
pint
not the
later,
one.
mate.
Is there any French connection in the band?
No.
Oh, he loves Gojira. That's about it.
That's where it starts and ends.
No, that is literally it.
Yeah.
And you've got a Joe Duplantier signature now. So
As of recent, yeah.
Well, that's pretty badass. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing to come out of France. To be fair,
Yeah.
it doesn't quite have the same ring as people will chant Martyrs Saint. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Martyrs doesn't.
no.
Martyrized.
Motorized.
It was,
That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
motorized.
It'd be so much nicer telling people our band name though, if it was that.
Oh,
That's the only good thing about it.
Remember
do it.
remember Martin
sure?
saying?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was sorry, Martin Saint.
Diane in
Oh, yeah.
Martin.
Martin, yeah.
Martin.
Who's Martin Saint?
Martin Saint.
What a night.
Martin Saint.
I know him. I promise you don't.
We were just tracking our EP in Blackpool, and we made a big fuss about going to the pub every night. And
We were there every
a
night.
lovely
How
woman.
fucking metal of you.
Every night.
Great pub as
There was
well.
not one bit of fuss, by the way. We all agreed and all went.
Yeah. we met a lovely woman called Diane who
She loved us.
she managed
She's
to
never
guess.
seeing this.
She loved me the most.
Yeah, she managed to get all of our instruments wrong, and then, like, over trial and error, got them right. But trying to explain the name to her was a fucking challenge. And he became Dolly Boy.
I became Dolly Boy.
Dolly
Yeah.
Boy.
Dolly Boy.
Dolly Boy, yeah.
And obviously Louis is the most important because without the rhythm,
Without the rhythm.
without the tempo,
You're
without the
nothing. Without the tempo and the
her
rhythm.
words, without the tempo, you guys are nothing.
She didn't know I played guitar as well. We only told her that I sang. So she came up to me outside. She was like, without him holding the rhythm, and then him taking the bass, and then him playing guitar, only then can you sing. So only then. I didn't think of that before.
Oh, that's news to me.
We should get her to film our rig rundown.
She's awesome.
She was
Don't
mint,
laugh.
but the funny thing was, she was actually getting vexed because we were laughing at her.
Yeah.
She was fuming.
When we asked what her name was, she took a minute. She went, Diane. Wasn't just simple.
So proud of it.
Now that's where you went.
Where did you go? Into the bathroom
Oh,
for a
no, that's
quick one.
Diana. Ooh, shit. Whoops.
Oh, you've upset loads of people now.
Dolly Boy.
Oh dear. Yeah, Dolly
What's the
Boy's
story
stage
behind
name.
Dolly Boy?
She said I was the prettiest and handsomest.
Yeah.
And the accent.
But then I've never seen this, but she compared me to someone from something called Saltburn, to which I was then told this exact same person licked bodily fluids from a bathtub.
Yeah. If
So I was
you
like,
know, you
thank
know.
you.
I do that on a Tuesday.
If you don't know, you don't want to know.
But then again, she was bang on, because he does do that.
Guys, come on. Come on, guys.
That's why you were surprised.
That was me in the movie or TV series, That was me.
He's minging.
So was she in the pub or in the recording studio?
In the pub.
Jesus
But
Christ.
so like recording studio, like pub.
Like next
So she
to
might as well.
We should have got her in for gang vocals.
She would have if we
She
asked.
would have.
I'm glad you
Well,
said
she went-
vocals
She
there.
goes, I can hear music coming out of there every night, and I'll come over in the morning. I'll have a listen. She could have been out there with her ear on the door.
Scratching at the gate like a zombie.
Just give me the moment through Shaun of the Dead where the zombie's coming up through the garden. He's like looking through the records trying to figure one to throw. It's like,
Which one to throw?
that loop, yeah, fuck that one.
That's the second time today Shaun of the Dead's been referenced. This is fucking
If
brilliant.
Louis around, it's going to be mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, live them and onions.
Wait for it all to blow over.
Effect. I mean, that's actually answered some of my questions already. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Into the episode.
We're good at
Thank you for
chatting.
having us.
so-
It's easy, right?
We're
chat
so good at
much
chatting.
bollocks.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about Martyr and the whole Martyrs Saint thing. So it was a Instagram poll.
Yes.
How many people voted other than you
It
four?
was like 30, 40.
There was quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
it was-
quite unanimous in the...
Yeah, quite.
Yeah, it
I
was,
think, yeah.
Martyrs was not popular.
No.
Thank fuck.
You got one vote from this guy.
Yeah.
Collectively banned vote, and that was it.
Nice. That's a nice way to do it, though. It's kind of we can't decide, so someone decide for us, and yeah. You mentioned the Doomfest. Was that in Bristol Exchange?
Yes.
The first one wasn't. We did both of them.
I
So
think
one
I
was
saw
at the
you at
Croft.
it, actually.
The first one was at the Croft, and we did the one at the Croft as Martyr. Then we did the one at Exchange as Martyrs Saint.
I think I
played
saw
that
that one. I'm pretty sure I was there.
Yeah.
Because the guy had a major malfunction with the tech, didn't he? With all the backing he was doing.
Yes, that's right.
It
I remember that.
completely, like the laptop completely...
Oh, yeah.
Malfunction.
Well played.
I played a lot of Doom in the lobby as well. I did beat a few people.
Oh, do you know what? I think
they
that's...
had the whole arcade thing, did they?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
We had the
That was
tellies
so
on.
cool. Yeah, we had the
Yeah,
tellies on the
tellies on
stage.
there.
I think that's the weirdest gig I've ever played, to be honest, because obviously the drums were
Yeah, I
right
don't like
on-
having you there.
right on the
Oh,
left.
yeah, that was weird.
It stresses me right
I was
now.
looking over to the crowd like that. playing. What's going on?
Can everyone hear me? Is this
Then
thing
again,
on?
that's the only gig we've probably ever played that I've been able to like hear my own voice. Because
He's not directly behind
he's
you.
loud.
Yeah.
And he's even louder when he's like 6 inches from the back of your fucking head. So I'm trying to like pitch and sing, and I've got him. And I'm not going to tell him to go quiet because he's mental, he's great. But
Can you
having
play
him
a
off the
little bit
sideboards, I
easier?
can hear what I'm doing.
Oh, when my bass was loud at one time in Cardiff, you just fucking turn that shit straight down.
Oh, I can't do that with him though.
Yeah, fair one.
You could just move the cymbals further away.
You just fucking punch him in the legs.
Louis, you're not using your China this gig. Sorry, mate.
Not
Sorry,
happening.
Lars, no China for you. We're going on to the ride now. I've not had that since the fucking
I'm
90s.
Sral.
Sral.
I'm not Lars.
Comparing your
Savage.
drummer to Lars is not
I'm in
great.
punching distance too. Even if he was over there, he'd dolphin dive over.
But
to
you're
me.
both as good at double kick, so.
Oh, meow.
I'm joking.
Martyrs is sounding like a shout now.
New band, new project.
So this is in the Martyrs Saint. We're sorry for everyone watching, and yeah. Apparently we know how to break you. It's just the drummers, really. It's,
Contact.
they're always
Yeah,
the
always.
problem, mate. It's always
Always
drummers. Yeah, pesky drummers. Can't live with you. Can't live without you.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You're a very good drummer.
If you don't have the rhythm, if you don't have the rhythm,
Yeah.
or the tempo,
But then
With
then
the
obviously
rhythm.
they can't have the bass.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
It's
it's
all
all
full
the
apart.
guitar,
and we can't.
then
have
I
you,
can't sing
Then you can.
because I need all of them first.
Shout
Oh, do
out
explain. Where did you get that logic from?
Well, we met this lovely woman called Diane. It was a
Black one, actually.
A rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once.
What?
What?
What did you
Oh, you guys aren't like chronically online, are you?
No, we're
No,
not.
I'm not plugged into the.
I know that,
Matrix.
but where does it come from? Where'd you write?
Oh, you know, over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're a drummer, you should know how to do over and over and over again. And you've got a rat on the back of your fucking computer. Come on.
Who's put 20p in you?
Wait, what was it? What was the quote?
Well,
Sorry.
well, clearly I've not had enough of these.
No, I have another one of them.
Too much by the sound of it.
No. It was that strong zero, wasn't it?
Fuck you.
You obviously have been playing your instruments for quite a long time, because I was surprised that you were formed in 23, because you're incredible musicians.
That's not true.
Really?
No.
I wouldn't say an incredibly long time. I've been playing 5 years.
Okay.
You've been
You've
playing...
been playing longer than 5 years. So I've been playing for 5 years.
No, sorry, 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 6 years.
Bloody
5,
hell.
6, then you're a bit longer, aren't you?
I'm 8. Yeah.
No, he's not.
I
promise he's 21. I promise.
This is the embarrassing part now, because I'm pretty sure I have been playing instruments longest. I've been playing. My first instrument was piano, so that was 11 years ago.
He is pretty good at piano.
I'm quite out of practice.
From someone who
I'm
doesn't
also
play
missing
piano.
half my fingers, so it doesn't help.
Go on, get it out for the camera. Show everyone.
Yeah, Louis
These
sneezed.
ones.
Accident or just
A shark.
a shark?
No, I was born like it. You may stop me in gigs, especially for SOS. I do some root notes with my thumb, like the Hendrix chords on bass.
Impressive being a bass player when you're missing
Oh,
half
it
your
fucking
finger.
sucks. It's on both hands too. So fingerstyle is like only for like 2 songs I do it for. But yeah, so I picked up bass in 2016. So that's about 10 years playing. Well, I came off bass pretty quick and went on to guitar. Then it was when I came and joined these boys. I was like, right, I'm getting back on bass.
Nice.
But I'm quite fond of my guitars. I've got a small collection that
He's
I'm
also
already
a drummer.
I'm also a drummer. We used my drum kit for a certain EP that we've already recorded.
Yeah, we did.
With my heads on, because somehow the drummer has got a more expensive kit than I do, and he's got all of the standard
It was
stock
brand
heads on
new.
it,
I was
and
not
you haven't
prepared.
bought new heads. And then he thought he could bring it to the studio and use that one.
I could have.
With the single ply heads.
Still doesn't sound alright.
Only because
On that-
you're
on
the
that
kit.
kit,
Yeah,
on that
only
kit.
because you're on it.
If they're not fucking, they're fighting.
There's no in between.
So am I, as well.
I'm glad I'm here for the fighting.
There is an in between. Brandon's in between.
Yeah, he's usually in the middle of us.
Oh dear.
We call it the rhythm sandwich.
Yeah, mate.
Oh.
I'm not involved in that.
We need to put that on Urban Dictionary,
You're
don't
the
we?
lead. You're
I'm in
He
the
holds
cup chair in the
he
corner.
holds the camera and directs us.
Harv, get off of Louis now.
Or actually, oh, that works.
I've not queued you in yet, Brandon. Keep doing what you're doing. You look great.
Rhythm, boys, rhythm. Don't forget the rhythm.
Are you Russian or are you dragon? So you do know the difference.
Louis definitely dragging Brandon across the floor.
I am honestly surprised that other than you that's been playing for all your life, basically, that you've only been playing for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Like, you're insane musicians. I'm not blowing smoke up your own arses there, but like, I would have
Thank you.
thought you've been playing since you were a kid. Like, seriously, you're very, very, very talented. While we're on gear, why don't you run us through your rigs?
There we go.
Oh dear.
How long have you got?
Right,
Closing
Jacket
time?
off for
So,
well, we'll do it in order. You go first.
So, from the start, we obviously both started with amps, shit amps, then upgraded to really, really good amps.
which are-
Then, well, you had a JVM
410.
410.
Nice.
I had an EVH 5150,
Oh, I love those.
the Stealth, the big 100 watt one.
Yeah.
Um,
The right way to do it.
Yep. We both had matching cabs for each head as well. Then realised digital is a little bit awesome. So, and also convenient. I got a modeler for convenience for gigs where I couldn't bring an amp head.
Yeah.
So I got a Bosch GT1000 core, just the little one. I upgraded to a quad. That's what I currently use now because it's absolutely awesome. You did a similar thing.
I missing out the fact that I'd been on his ass about trying to go digital for fucking ages.
And I was like,
He wasn't
no,
listening to
my
me.
big tube amp. And then I was like, oh, I'm just going to do it for gigs where I can't bring it. And then that turned into every gig.
And then you're
So-
like, actually, I like this. This is nice.
But to say that has not like squandered our love for tube amps because you know when our rig allows it and we've got the crew for it, we will have them back. And in the studio, we don't use the modelers at all for amps. We use real amps. But yeah, that's my current rig. I've got a quad Cortex. Then I'm a little Gibson fanboy, so I've got Gibson Les Paul Access Custom. I've got a Gibson SG, which I've modded the shit out of, called Pearl, and a Gibson Flying V. That's my current rig, yeah. And then we've got, like I said, we had matching cabs.
Yeah.
We don't have the amp heads anymore, but we kept the cabs, so we've both got power amps for when we want to play with them on stage. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so the main thing we do is we send, when we can help it, we send a split out. So there's one full guitar signal that goes to front of house,
Yeah.
and then one signal will go to a cab.
Yeah.
So the cabs aren't mic'd up; they are literally for rumble and audience
us,
sound.
yeah.
So basically, we send like a perfect studio tone to front of house. Then just for us and the sake of the people who are past the PA, they get the on-stage cabs.
Yeah.
But it basically means we're not tied down to one thing. We can just go through front of house if we have to, but we can help it. We run through cabs.
You don't have to faff with anything if there's restrictions, like if we can't do front of house for some reason.
It'd be strange if you couldn't do that.
Yeah, so for some reason if we couldn't.
Well,
my
here,
rig's a
for
little bit
instance.
simpler because I've got to sing at the same time. If like he fucks up somewhere on his rig, he can stop playing and sort it, whereas I have to still sing.
Yeah.
So mine is like much more bare bones. I've got guitar, which is like exclusively Jackson's or Charvel's, same company. So I'll end up sending like a Jackson V, like 99% of the time, into a Nano Cortex. It's small, a bit easier to use.
Yeah.
Then that'll just basically have a split out to one to a power amp and then one to front of house. Other than that, it's we've started using more of a classic tone on them for what we used to use.
Yeah.
Because we both were using like models 5150s, but I've been a Marshall guy for like my entire guitar playing career.
And I've been
My middle name is literally Marshall.
Yeah.
So I have that bias towards them, and I wasn't using it for a little bit, but I've put a Marshall capture back on.
Nice. It does sound
Then
so much better.
we quickly realised that because we're a 2-guitar band, and we were both trying to do big guitar sounds, we were ruining our entire mix.
Yeah.
So we've now realised that we've basically split our guitars into two.
Yeah.
One's a bright guitar, one's a dark guitar. Now I'm the darker one because I always play most of the time first.
Yeah.
So you would stack a brighter tone on top.
On top, not
Yeah.
you wouldn't start with the brighter one.
So I've got a bit more mids and a bit more low end. He's a bit more scoop, but he's like way treblier. So then when both guitars are in, rather than it being two guitars fighting with each other,
They
it's
complement each
one
other
massive
instead.
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then even just for stuff like harmonies, when we played harmonies, they separate a little bit because
Because
they're not the exact
and
same
the
tone.
Taurus, they do that as well, don't they? That one of their rigs is basically on a crunchy tone.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
other one is
pretty
on
much.
the 5150 kind of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they complement each other, and
Yeah.
it sounds fucking heavy.
That's it's
Yeah.
just to make the live sound a little bit more fuller and natural, and it means then we're both not taking up all the low end, so half can't slot in,
Yeah.
and we're both not like if we have too many mids in the mix, for example, I can't pitch.
No, and we're not in the way of each other at all.
Yeah, so if I've got guitars stepping all over each other, I just can't sing.
Yeah.
I don't know where my note is. So we both got out of each other's way, got out of my vocal, which then gives these two a bit more room to
Nice.
sit in
Yeah.
the mix a bit better as well.
I think sonically as well, like talking about your vocal, since you are the one with a bit more mids, it's easier for you when singing because you can pitch yourself relative to how you're hearing your guitar as opposed to, just treble and mids. That'd be fucking horrible to sing.
Yeah.
Nice. Makes sense.
You're going to talk about the house kits.
Run through every single one you've ever used now.
Go on.
Oh, you can't still talk about your kit at home.
Yeah, talk about your time, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm a Tama boy. Always have been, thankfully. But I got the Tama Imperial Star with the double bass setup, which is an absolutely stunning kit, and it's awesome because it sounds like a Star Wars drum kit. Love it.
Like timpani drum.
Minor cymbals, I use the Dark series, which is, again, they just look so nice and they sound so nice. ProMark sticks, Iron Cobra double kick. Yeah, that's about the important things for me, I think.
Nice. Bass waves?
Righty, so when I first joined, I was playing through a Jackson Spectra 5-string, which I still play today.
Nice.
But I bought myself an Ampeg 210. It's 500 watt.
But the Rocket.
2x10. Yeah, the Rocket. Yeah, I said the Rocket.
Rocket,
Yeah, Ampeg Rocket, but Rocket bass, great amp. But I was lugging it to gigs, and like I love analog, but at the end of the day, it was a digital amp, and I ended up joining the dark side and going full
So
digital.
a little bit.
So I bought myself, and Brandon helped with this because he sent it to me and said, "Hey, he looks at these," and
Shame on you.
it's always Brandon.
Yeah, Louis getting an E-kit next.
So I'm a big fan of Dark Glass, and Dark Glass collaborated with Nolly and made a little pedal called the Adam. The Adam is a fucking fantastic. The aggressively
distorted
distorted.
Advanced
machine.
Yes,
Yeah.
brilliant little thing. So I bought that, and I mean, I only need a bass board now. so much easier to do gigs, and I love it. But then at that point, it started to bottleneck with the Jackson, because it was standard Jackson electronics, and they are not brilliant. The quality of the bass is fantastic.
Yeah.
But then for the price of the bass, the electronics weren't going to be brilliant. So we sent it to Alufia, who all three of us like to use. Brandon, if you'd like to give him a quick little plug, because he is amazing.
What?
Shout out to Waghorn.
Shout out to Waghorn.
Shout out to Waghorn. He's customised all of our guitars extensively.
So as much as I love to tinker with them, this is my main gigging instrument, so I'm going to give it to the professional. So in the neck, I put an EMG CS 40, and in the bridge a DC 40. The CS DC, something like that, I can't remember now. Along with the EMG tone capsule, and now the bass is absolutely phenomenal now. So
Nice.
Instead of just buying a more expensive one, I was happy just to modify one that I'm already very comfortable playing. It's a brilliant entry
There's
level
always
bass.
a bit of fun with that, isn't there?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
It's like hot rodding a car.
We're all
It's
big
just
on
cool.
modifying our guitars like massively.
I'm a big fan of it because like you can get really expensive guitars that aren't as good as a cheaper one that you modded out.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Gibson
Oh,
boy.
you guys are looking at me. Or you could also get a really expensive guitar and mod it out.
Yeah.
The options are
Yeah, you
infinite.
spend double on it, it'll like half its value.
And we're back with your pride and joy.
Yes,
So, yeah.
yes. Back to the bass. What everyone obviously cares about and likes. And then and my other bass guitar, which I don't get to bring out many gigs because it's not a 5-string, and a lot of our songs now that we've moved from the thrash stuff to the more hardcore stuff, we need more of the 5-string, is an Aria Pro 2 SBR60 from 1982.
Oh.
I managed to get one for a pretty decent price in very mint condition until recently when I fell off stage and dented it. There's a video of that.
Story time.
Thank you, Georgia. There's a video of that.
Story time.
Okay,
It
fine.
wasn't George's fault. You fell off the stage.
Oh no, no, it was her fault. I said thank you for getting the video. It's a timeless classic. So we were playing a gig at the Croft.
Well,
It
give
was
some,
the last show of last year.
give
Yeah.
some context because I was stood just off the stage with
Yes,
our friend
off
Georgia.
stage left.
Film because she used to do. She's not used to. She does like vlogs sometimes at our gigs.
Yep.
And we were vlogging, and then back to you.
So then Georgia was going, how come over here? So okay. Now I was up and down the stage quite a bit. At the very front of the stage, there is a step between the monitors, between all the monitors, where you stepped up and down, up and down, up and down. And this time it was the side of the stage where it sort of like comes off a bit, but it's still the same shape. So I expected the step to be there. I had my pride and joy, the aforementioned pride and joy, in my arms, my loving cradling arms. And I went to place my foot on a step that wasn't there, and I just disappeared into the void. Now, luckily, the massive giant fuck off dent is on the back of the bass.
Oh, that must have hurt your soul.
A little bit, but now that it's got one, I don't care if it gets another. So now the bass can tell a story throughout the years. But before, it was a minter.
Did you at least break your leg or your elbow or something? Or
I
just
wish
something?
it would have been less
worth it.
painful than what happened to this. But I think I needed this gateway on this instrument. But yeah, it's
when he fell in front of us, I was just like,
trying
while
to
he was
piss
holding
me
it
off.
off.
but also I want to laugh.
no, but it was while he was holding the aria. I was like, oh.
Because I was just scared of was it the neck? Like, I was trying to keep the neck from the floor. It was like slow motion, and luckily the bottom of the bass caught the floor or the stage, something, but it was enough to dent it. But it's fine.
Your knee.
It's it's that sharp. I've got that much edge on me. But yeah, it's a brilliant instrument, which I used on one of our tracks on the EP because it was just made for it. So
Nice.
when In Amber Is Yours, you are going to really enjoy some of the sounds we've got on it.
Yeah.
But that is a lovely through neck, translucent red with a maple multi-piece neck. It's very nice
It's
instrument.
so nice.
And back in the day, Aria did make an SB 1000 5-string, but they are rare as hen's teeth. And
Keep telling him he needs to get an Aria 5-string.
I'm keeping an eye out.
Need it.
But
Someone hook him up. Come on.
please,
Yeah.
Aria, please.
Aria, you see this? It's on a
Please.
5-string, please.
But as much as I love Dark Glass as well, I would love to have an experiment with some Ampeg SVTs, so like some rack units
Big
next.
stupid caps.
Some big stupid caps.
Yeah, man.
Please.
That'd be quite
I
nice.
mean, you played the Exchange, right? So you played through the 8x12 or whatever it is.
Oh, you were straight through my house.
No, it's just straight through
No,
my Dark
power
Glass.
You missed a trick there.
Probably
Yeah,
did.
power amp.
Need to get a power amp.
Okay, well, fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, he was like that with the Adam because Brandon was like, "Oh, Harv, you should get this," and then next thing you knew, he just bought it.
It was
We were
literally,
like,
like, as soon as he said it, I sent a screenshot of the thank you for your order.
yeah,
with the,
I was like, "Oh, okay." So you can get like cheap power amps.
the thing is, I always
fairly
wanted a
easy.
Dark Glass. All I needed was him to go, "Hi, just get this." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
Does that work with everything else? So you just say, we want to create a beer.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
In the next round, this round was supposed to be his, so
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
It's working. Nice.
What for all of us? Like all 6?
No. Worth mentioning as well that we're all wireless. We can't have cables
Yeah.
without.
You move too much in the stage.
Do you know what?
Louis going to come to the next
It was,
season with an
it was the
electric kit
gig we
now.
played here that made me get a wireless system. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was long
played
before you
here.
were in the band.
I remember you
gig we
telling
played
me
here.
though, because you warned
And-
me about this place.
Yeah, and not that it's bad, but just that gig, I was on one. Just every second, I just pulling the cable out of my guitar, and I come to the front stage, and I'm like, yeah, I can't hear that I'm unplugged.
This sounds fantastic to me.
Oh,
I'm doing what I do.
I'm going fucking crazy. I look back at videos, and I can see the exact moment I stand on the cable, straight out my guitar, and there's nothing. No one can hear anything. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting wireless. Getting
Ever
wireless.
sounded, mate.
Huh?
Yeah.
Best you ever sounded.
Oh.
I remember you warning me not to bring certain
You were
kits
wireless
to that
for
one.
hours, weren't you?
Not long though. Not long.
No, because I realised that
It's
you
actually
thought
kind
you
of
were
awesome.
sound.
Yeah,
sort of.
actually kind of awesome.
Then you eventually got there.
Yeah, but I mean, we weren't really on big enough stages for me to be like prancing about at that point, so I just stayed wired. But now I've got a Boss WL60, and it's pretty good.
He's moving around a lot more.
I'm
You
getting
do
up there.
move quite a
Big
lot
boy.
on
He's a
stage,
big boy.
all of you.
Yes,
Like you're
I
very
think-
aware of your setting, like seeing you the last few times you played and stuff, especially doing the Metals to Masses. You're all over that stage, which is good. It adds to the vibe of the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does
It's
that
so
kind of
natural.
come naturally? Or
Yeah,
is that
I think as soon as, I mean, we're all kind of, I mean, the musicians we all love aren't exactly stagnant. Like my favorite guitarist is Angus Young, and he's not exactly known for staying still.
no?
Same with Eddie Van Halen. So I think as soon as we all got the wireless and we had the freedom to just, as soon as our favorite part of the song hits, we're just on the other end of the stage. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
what it is at the end of the day, right? Because you know how Mara mentioned before that whenever we don't vote each other out, we all have to be happy.
I like
that's no different in songwriting.
Yeah.
These songs get broken down to the point where we all absolutely love them to death. It's nothing short of that.
Yeah.
We love them all to fucking
We're all
death.
happy
That's
with
great.
each
So-
part, and it's like, okay, you write a riff. Okay, we all love it. Louis doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it you don't love? We tweak that until he likes it, so that
It's a really good way of working.
yeah,
You,
it
you
works.
imagine like you then go on stage. Let's say Metals to Massive example. You then go on stage and there's 200 people screaming in your face, and you're playing your favourite music with your best friends.
Yeah, it's got to go
It's
down well.
And you've
really
got a
hard to
wireless
stand still,
system.
'cause it's the time you like. But we're like that in rehearsals.
Yeah.
We were fucking jumping about and stuff at rehearsals.
Yeah.
It's just we're playing what we view to be the ultimate form of music because it's writing what we want to hear.
If you were in the crowd, you'd have the same
It's what I'm
energy.
saying.
so-
It's like we
I mean-
we write exactly what we want to hear and what we want to jam to.
Nice,
So standing still isn't really an option.
I mean, Mari and I were in the crowd last
it's
gig.
what we're
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to achieve.
It means
you
we
know?
can do shit like that if we want to. Just get in the
True.
crowd and play.
True. Which is a nice touch. I always like when you do it. Actually, as we're on the whole Metal to the Masses, why don't you tell us a bit about that journey? So,
Wow, yeah.
It was
What?
you. I think it was you, Jen, that told us.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
it was yeah. It's after we hadn't thought about it. We years ago we put through for it as Martyr, but that was before we knew what exclusivity was, and we had like 2 shows in 3 weeks. So the Metal Mass like, okay, you're not allowed on because you're playing too many shows. We're like, oh.
And at that point, we're not gonna cancel these shows. We're just gonna play them.
So we just did it, and then we hadn't actually thought about it up until that point. And then you'd come to the other Thrash show. They were like, oh, they should play Metal to the Masses next year. I'm like, oh well.
Yeah, we so
probably
should.
to be honest.
Why have we not thought about that?
like a supporting the
Yeah,
scene.
now you're in the final.
Yeah.
Exactly. We owe it all to you.
Oh.
That and my
And when
snake
you're playing
bites.
Bloodstock, don't
Welcome.
forget us. So yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, it was just that I had a big sort of like ultimate. I'm like, well, obviously, it's either like,
Why haven't we done it?
yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer after you'd mentioned it, because it's probably the biggest consistent metal show in Bristol.
Yeah.
You know, as far as sort of like local bands get to go on, and then I put a message in the group chat to these lads, and they were like, yeah, like, why aren't we? It wasn't really a.
I think it was a collective
would
like
say
conversation.
no?
Yeah, it was like why have we not?
Yeah,
course
why
we
not
should.
doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why have we not thrown our
Well
hat
done,
in
Jen.
already?
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, worst that can happen is you'll lose, so.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Thanks for having faith in us.
Shouldn't say you would do.
Worst that can happen is we can say we got to the finals.
Or
Best
someone
that can
falls
happen
off
is
the
we played
stage.
Bloodstock.
Or someone falls off the stage.
Oh well.
That's a big stage to fall off
that is
too.
the worst that could happen, to be fair.
Harv, I hear that's bonus points in the final.
Oh well.
As long as you've got like pyro when it happens.
I mean, when I
fall up,
was
you
in
catch
the
on fire.
pit in the last show, I was right on the edge of the stage, and obviously you've got like not enough beers in you to make you play like shit, but enough to make you be very happy on stage. I did get a bit dizzy on the edge of the stage. I thought I could either fall in like I did on the other one, or jump in and take the leap, and I did, and I was very happy with that. It was a good little video.
Good decision, yeah.
I
Do you,
felt
know
really
what,
good.
do you know what else I heard though?
Go on.
I heard you automatically win if you turn your aria into a headless bass.
Oh, you know what? I might have to do that. So I get Kayla on it as well.
It's a no-brainer, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's Claypool. This one goes to you.
So how's the experience been? Have you enjoyed it? Have you learned?
I don't know if you saw us outside the semi-finals.
Yes,
We were
once before.
terrified though. Oh
my God.
We played our set and we were like, okay, we can't do anything about it now.
Yeah.
Let's just be scared for 4 hours. that's the only thing.
Because like in our heads, we were like, are we in a good position, like in the running order? Because you're always like begging to get either the last or the second to last position.
I actually think second to last is better.
Yeah. That's
our
another.
first year.
Yeah.
We had second to
Remember the
last.
other competition where I had to draw the piece of paper?
Oh man.
I got us on first.
Got us on first.
Right.
Got us on first. Yeah.
I did get us on first.
No, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
I think
not anymore.
with the final, the semi-finals, I think obviously the first time we played, we got second to last, and we were like, okay, wow, we're in a really, really strong position, and obviously whether that helped in our favour or not, we don't know. But with the semi-finals, obviously we were on second, and
Still knocked out of the park, so.
yeah, well, thank you. But like immediately I was like, okay, it's not where I want us to be. And I think it's just funny watching all of us change throughout the day, because you were very like level-headed, like, don't be disappointed before we've even played, like, keep it positive. And I was like, I'm not negative, and he's like, keep it positive. And then like throughout the day we're all just collectively like, okay, yeah, we go throw up now, come back down, drink, go back up and throw up from
again.
there.
And then we were also in 2 groups for when the announcements were happening. Was it you and I were at the front?
Me and Harper were at the front, and we were like,
Where the fuck are they?
where are they? But there were so many people in there, like, and the nerves were so high that night. It was crazy. Like,
And we got announced first again.
Both heats, I went for a throw-up walk.
that's his signature move.
Yeah, I throw up a lot before every player. I just get so terrified of it.
Before,
I have to
after.
go on a quick lap.
And throw up.
There's somewhere in that route I'll throw up, then I'll be back. I'll be fine.
Amazing. I mean, it doesn't show on stage at all. Like, you're absolutely slick machine on stage, so maybe the throw up walk is a good tradition to have.
I feel like at the end of the day that it's just a really good show. Worst case scenario, we play an awesome lineup to loads of people.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly,
worst thing that can happen. So regardless of like any of the outcomes, we had that. We played an awesome show to loads of people with an awesome lineup.
Yeah.
That'll be enough for us.
You know, and I've always been the same in any competition we've ever done, is not to sound like a twat, but I don't want to hear the other bands that's playing, because I don't want to hear the competition. I'd rather just stay outside the whole time, get on, do our thing, come off, and whatever happens. Because I feel like if I listen to the other bands, hear what we're up against, it'll just get in my head, and then I'll be thinking about it too much, and then
I see that,
play
but also
badly.
it's quite nice to just support the other
Yeah,
bands.
definitely.
Me and Harv there, we're like,
We were in there, and I was like pooing myself a little bit because everyone else is very, very good.
yeah.
But, oh boy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a good competition this year.
Oh,
It has been, yeah.
massively,
No,
yeah.
to be fair, we have had our work cut out for us massively in the first and the second outings of it, like massively.
These lot will know. I used to play sports. That's why I moved to Bristol. So I naturally am really competitive, and I'm also a naturally really moody person. So when I have like,
I can vouch.
when I have the spirit of competition, and then I have the spirit of feeling like I need to prove a point, and
And the
then
potential of failure
for the
mixed in.
for the semi-finals, find out we're on second.
Yeah.
I have all this shit going like, okay, I'm competitive now. I'm pissed off because we're on second, and I had to feel like I had to prove a point anyway because it's competition.
Yeah.
Um,
So it actually kind of gave you fuel in one way.
yeah, I have to give something.
Yeah.
I have to release. I have a load of emotion that I've just worked up out of nowhere, and that'll happen in space of like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That I need to then get rid of. So I get rid of half of it by going out somewhere to throw up.
That is the half of it.
I don't know
When
what
we're
to do,
famous,
and then-
fans are going to be good, like trying to find the trail with a little jar, like the Slipknot bird jar. You know, we should get one of those, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
We should, yeah.
Start collecting your vomit before shows.
Yeah. We'll huff it before we go
In
on.
years to come, you'll be able to sell it for millions.
It's like Eagle
Billions of quid.
bathwater.
We're funding our entire tour.
Yeah, man.
This is mostly cider, but it's fine.
All four of us love to bathe in lager before a show.
Nice.
Make that 2 of you.
Yeah.
Me and Louis hate lager.
Louis and I.
I've got your
Thank
posh.
That's his thing.
Very aware of it.
Louis and I,
Bait in lager.
Bran and I, fuck off Harv.
Okay.
So what does the final look like? Can you tell us? Is there anything special planned, or is that a surprise for the night?
A cover set.
Of Madonna.
It's all Duran Duran.
Ooh.
It's going to be fucking
At
great.
request of Harv.
Thank you.
Then you live like near one of them.
I'm not right. Yeah, let's
Let's go there. Yeah. You've
yes.
opened that one.
And let's end it there. Yes, I do.
No, give me your address and your postcode.
But
their address and postcode would be
one of
better.
my heroes, well, my main hero on the bass is John Taylor, and that is why I play an aria along with Cliff Burton. He's great too. Was great.
He's alright.
Bless him. But yeah, John Taylor is like my
Careful
biggest
now, you
inspiration
might get some hate for ragging and Cliff. Come on.
No. I adore Cliff, and he was taken from us too soon. But both Cliff and John Taylor, my two idols, both played the exact same bass in their golden era. Which,
nice.
I mean, for me, I had to have one.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah. And that is the end of my bass gear talk from like 20 minutes ago.
Finally.
Right, and welcome.
Full time. Cheers, everyone. Good night.
You kind of brought me onto it anyway. It's going to go on to your influences. So, who are your influences individually, but also from more global band? If they're different, they might be the same.
Shall I quickly carry on from mine?
Sure.
But, I mean,
Duran Duran.
we have to
Yeah.
say it for what it was. When this band first started, we were basically a Metallica cover band.
Nice, yeah.
It's at that point the only influence we ever really drew from was
And it was collective as well.
it was Metallica. Yeah, we all
Metallica
agreed,
are awesome.
but
I've
it
no
was
problem with
Metallica.
that.
Yeah, I think it's the same for like, even if it's not your collective like draw, the band that you like, it probably was theirs.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't theirs, it was probably the band they liked.
Yeah.
So
It's not like the version of us you hear now and the version you hear in Melt to the Masses is not the Metallica cover band version of us. That's when we've started to go from individual influences.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where it sort of evolved a bit. But at the first point, we all have to admit it was just a Metallica cover band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to see him in
You could have been called Martalica.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Spin off.
See, that's
You know what,
funny.
Lou, we could be playing in Ibiza right now as Martalica.
Metallica.
Making so much money.
Oh
But,
my
why didn't we
goodness.
think of that?
Or then if we're going down that route, it should be called Chamtalica.
And you two probably have the weirdest influences.
Oh boy, shall I get my cringe stuff out of the way? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, go
wearing
on.
shit.
Go on.
So we'll start with
Plug
the
your
good.
ears
Yeah, we'll start with the good stuff.
We can cut all of this bit out.
Yeah. So
Master editor.
John Taylor of Duran Duran is like my hero on bass. I was brought up on Duran Duran. Shout out to Luby, who
Shout out to Luby,
hello mum.
his mum.
She's an occasional roadie, number one fan of the band. My hero as well, because she got me into all the music I'm into. I've got Master of Puppets and Ride Lightning on both first editions on
Nice.
vinyl from my mum. She had them back in the day. So
Worth a pretty penny now, I imagine.
yeah, well, one of them she bought from Austria, and it's on like Deutschmarks on the back of it or whatever the currency was. It's still got all the labels on. She loved keeping the labels on. But yeah, John Taylor and Cliff Burton, my two biggest influences when it comes to bass guitar. But then musically, again, Duran Duran was the big one. When I started listening to metal, it was Metallica. These boys got me into Megadeth, which I'm so grateful for. Great to see live as well. I mean, my wonderful girlfriend took me to see Megadeth. That is a terrible Freudian
Wow.
slip.
Dave
Yeah.
hates you now.
Dave is on his way here now.
You're now on his blacklist.
Oh, yeah.
We'll never.
Don't take much.
No, it does
I heard
not.
he wrote the Bible. but going through school and things, my main like the stuff I'd listen to, and this is where I'm now gonna just get rinsed by the band was something
Again.
not someone called Hatsune Miku.
He's had a couple of years of this, by the way. of us.
Yeah, I've seen Miku live. Another girl called Ado, which I'm wearing merch for. A Japanese girl. She's like insane over there at the moment. Seen her live.
So you're a weep.
I'm a massive fucking
Pretty
weeb. Oh my god, yeah.
He owns it though, which is really good. He's not.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he's not like a. He's not like
Back
a
in
closeted
school, I was
weeb.
trying to hide that shit because I got bullied until
Yeah.
I got
He'll
really
call
tall.
a spade, it's alright.
Yeah.
When my girlfriend and I were in Japan, and they had a limited edition Hatsune Miku guitar I tried to buy, but it was on back order, and they wouldn't let me buy it, and I was gutted. I played it and everything, like, oh no, that's a display model. I was like, motherfucker.
I can have the display model. That's fine.
Yeah, I said I've got
Just let me
cash.
take it.
Please. Like, no, sorry. No.
If you don't have any more of this guitar, then what's the point of displaying
I'll
it?
have
exactly.
I'll have this one.
Yeah.
I'll have this
Please.
one, please.
But they didn't let me buy it. I'll try again this year. We're going again this year.
We need to do a guitar Japan trip and just buy some.
Well, there's a place called Ochana Mizu, which has a place in there called Guitar Street.
They're full of them.
We need to go to
It's
Nashville. We need to go to Nashville,
it's a
Tennessee
place.
now.
and over here, all the guitars are locked up and things in case they had like those Iommi signatures they did, which was like 20 grand
Oh my
guitars.
God,
They just
yeah.
had one on a table with
Are
the
they the
case
ones with
open.
like the fully chrome pickup covers?
These are the
like his
ones with
signatures?
the violin monkey on the front. It's all
Oh,
like
wow,
worn
oh,
out. It's
oh, yeah.
the guitar.
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
one
the
there,
Iommi
just like
signature.
you could just touch it. I didn't, but their guitar shops are insane over there. I just wish I had the money to buy them, but I spend it all on guitars, so I can't. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
But those are my
Well,
influences.
quick segue. Tell them about the 72. I think you have to mention it at least.
Quick segues from that.
Quick,
10 minutes.
yeah. I'll keep it brief.
Just a
So,
quick one.
When PMT was still in Bristol, God rest its soul.
It's only left Bristol.
Oh yeah, no, the other ones are still there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Rip Dagan. But I went in there to buy a Spectre. There's a Spectre 5-string. There's an NS Dimension in trans black, which I really wanted. I walked in and so before I even came to Bristol and wanted to join the band, SGs are my favourite guitars.
Collectively, mine and his.
Both of us, we
And I was there with him that day as well.
You were, and there's a picture of you. It was like a few days before your birthday, holding it like you got to buy this one. I can't afford it.
Say a few years before your birthday.
Was it not on my?
I suppose a few days before your birthday, or was it on your birthday?
A few days, he said.
Yeah.
It sounded like years.
Did I say years? I clearly need 3 more
It was
of these.
either on my birthday or
A
near
couple
my
more of them
birthday.
will get you
Fair.
straight
I think a
away.
few more.
And
of
it was
these.
a
bought
really
your
nice
guitar.
SG that I didn't get.
So I
He
went
didn't
in.
buy you it.
No.
What a prick.
So I went in to buy a Spectre. I really wanted it. And but they had really good finance plans. Because I was a student, I didn't have the money to buy it. So I was going to finance a Spectre. It was a display model, it was a bit cheaper. And then I was showing my dad this SG before I came to Bristol. And I was like, this is my favourite guitar ever. It was a 1972 SG Deluxe. So it's got the Les Paul style pickguard and it's got a top-mounted control plate instead of back-rooted. And they always have like a Bixby on them. But it's the embossed pickups are Gibson on both of them, which I really love. And then the square inlays instead of like the trapezoid ones.
Yeah.
And I walked in there, I was looking at his bass, and it's on the wall. I just see the guitar, that's it.
The exact one he wants.
From
1972.
one, and then Mara and I are just there, just admiring it.
Gordon over
And then
there.
the guy's like, "Oh, are you interested?" I'm like, "No, I couldn't afford a million years." He goes, "Well, it's second hand. It's 2 owners." First guy, because the Bixby's it's a Gibson, so it's already shit at tuning. But the Bixby did not make it any better.
Not my ones.
So
Because you
actually,
modified it.
yeah, it's no longer a fucking Gibson.
It's a Camry.
It's like wabi sabi. You got to embrace the imperfects. He drilled in a stop tail and took the Bixby off. So there's these 2 perfect circles on it where a stop tail used to be. Said, "Oh yeah, it's devalued because of that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, how much is it?" And I'm not going to disclose how much it was, but it was the same price as the Spectre.
So you bought both of them.
So
So he went in for a bass.
and then I
Turns
came
out
out
that
with the
his dream guitar
72
was
SG.
the same
Well,
price.
There was a gentleman there who I bought my first SG from. I have another one. And he was first in line for it because he wanted it, but he was like seeing if he could move some guitars first because he needed the money for it. Because I think he'd just got a house or something and he couldn't just buy it. He was first in line. Yeah.
And Harv decided he had a personal vendetta against him that day. I was like, no, I'm
yeah.
having it. It's mine.
And then he said to me, "Well, do you want to go on the list and we'll ring you back if it's available?" I'm like, "Yeah, go on then." So he walks out and the next day, "Yeah, mate, your boy can't buy it anymore." Okay. I'll come in now. I went in and bought it. So
Nice.
that is my other pride and joy that I've not played on stage yet because I'm not a guitar player in a band.
I'll play it first though.
we got it.
I gotta play it.
When we play Bloodstock, you can play it.
Well, that would be a nice treat, wouldn't
Exactly. 72
Yeah,
SG
yeah.
at Bloodstock.
it? That would go down pretty sick, to be fair.
It's worth saying before Louis says anything. He is incredibly humble.
He's a massive liar.
Louis-
Don't listen to anything he says.
No, Louis is incredibly humble. And he will not sing his praises enough, so I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
He uses about 10% of what he can do in this band. He's fucking ridiculous. When you hear his influences, you'll know exactly what I'm on about.
Yeah.
He's mental, but he'll be too sweet about it. Just saying it now, he's fucking ridiculous, and his influences show it.
Take the stage.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. But so the early stuff for me, you say that, and then what I'm going to start with.
Lars
Lars
Ulrich.
is the reason I picked that job. No. And then a year in, I found the 2 better players in the same genre as Nick Menza and Dave Lombardo, and they were my absolute heroes.
Yeah, agreed.
then going on to, a couple of years later when I started getting into prog, which is my main thing. Mike Portnoy is my absolute guy. He is literally,
What legend.
he's practically my dad at this point. I know
You wrote him
everything
so
there is
many
about-
letters. Well, please, Daddy, come on.
Adopt him. He knows Mike Portnoy better than he knows his dad.
yeah, pretty much. Mike Portnoy and Neil Peart are my two guys, along with, I wouldn't say it so much anymore because it's not really the stuff I play, but Eloy going back about 3 years ago was a big influence of mine as well.
You hit as hard as Eloy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what
Got
snare
on
do you
it.
play?
What's now? Yeah, I've got the Mike Portnoy signature. I forgot to say that earlier as well, yeah.
And what's it made
Oh,
of?
just casually
Babinga.
dropped that.
Babinga.
Bingo!
Didn't see that coming, to
Oh,
be fair.
sorry. No, that's something you forgot to mention in your
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying,
rig
yeah.
rundown.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
Portnoy's signature snare. Babinga.
Yeah.
Is
Bingo.
very
That's badass.
He's also got my signature, not my signature snare, but you've got my fucking snare
A
still.
snare that you
Yeah.
bought that you just wrote on.
Got all my
Oh,
shit
my
still.
snare back.
And it's so funny how everyone, I swear to God, every drummer ever loses their mind when they hear my snare's Babinga. It's just every Babinga! It's like,
Never heard of
Bazinga.
that. It's a made-up word. Doesn't exist.
£1 million, but yeah.
This is the Babinga.
It
trick.
sounds amazing.
No, it's not. It does not exist.
Yeah, so those are my guys.
Nice. Solid choices.
Oh.
No, we do it from me to you. Me to
Alright.
you.
Something like that. That's how it goes.
That was terrible.
So, Brandon, we're saying what your influences.
Oh, yeah, we were. Sorry. It's kind of hard to say because by the time I'd joined the band, I'd only been playing guitar for a year and a half.
Insane progress, by the way. This man is fucking insane for the amount of time he's been playing.
Shut up, man.
He
won't
plays
sing his
Louis as soon as
praises
it's you.
enough. He's so humble.
No, I mean, James Hetfield was my absolute god.
Good man.
I never sort of cared to play solos or play lead guitar as such. I wanted to just hunker down and write songs and play riffs. So if you want an icon for that, then it's always going to be James Hetfield. But that was more of a stepping stone for me to start playing more technical guitar, which is then where my Megadeth stuff comes in.
Yeah.
I think I can play almost every Megadeth song.
Nice.
Because nothing else to do, just sit down and play Megadeth
It's
songs
fun,
till I can
so-
do it. And that's how I saw myself sort of progressing on guitar. But I mean, that's a year and a half worth of guitar playing right there. Then after that, it was him. Because when I joined the band, I didn't want to be the bad one. So
fair, yeah.
we have spoke about this later when we were very pissed at the pub. But
It's the only time he'll tell me.
yeah, there was
It's how the band started, so, it's true.
there was always to me at least, there was always a little bit of competition because I didn't want to be the odd one out. I didn't want to be the
bad one.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And especially because
You're not,
these
by the way.
two had known each other and whatever.
I
I had
humbly
to
took that role.
cement myself somehow. And so then it was basically working on weaknesses that weren't going to make me sort of just seem like a lesser guitarist in front of it.
Just the rhythm guitarist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that obviously I've then got into obviously heavier styles of music since. I play a lot of Spirit Box stuff, or I play a lot of hardcore stuff like Speed or whatever. Very recently because of him getting into Gojira, so I learned a bunch of those riffs. But
And techniques, I imagine.
yeah, of
The pick
course.
scrapes
But
and stuff.
Yeah, that's ever apparent in our.
outside
yourself.
of the first sort of Hetfield and Mustaine, it was him because
That's really cool.
I just had to improve. Because
really cool.
at the time, I was not a good guitar player. I absolutely wasn't. And especially, I won't consider myself awesome now, but at the time, I was shit. And so it became less of a want to get better and I now have to get better.
Yeah.
And my only frame of reference, bear in mind, he's the first ever guitar player I played with. This is my first band.
Fair, yeah.
The only frame of reference I had
Insane
was
first
him.
band, mate. I mean, I was in a pop punk band for this. It was fucking shit.
No, this is my first band. He's the first guitar player I played with. His first drummer I ever played with. My
Yeah.
only frame of reference was those guys, so I had to play more than I ever had,
Yeah.
which was just basically sitting down at home with techniques and basically getting really good at Metallica and Megadeth until
You could do it with literally out
I
looking
could
at
sort of. Okay, I'm not the
So we
weak.
could cover
I'm
all of
not-
their
I'm not-
songs.
I'm not the weak link. I can keep up now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think it's really cool that you actually take inspiration from your own guitar player. That's awesome.
I mean, he'll probably tell you we're at our
You
roots,
influence him.
we're basically the same guitar player. The way we attack the guitar, the way we approach to playing, we're basically the same thing. It's just we differ. We always say like we're both A and B of a riff. If that makes sense.
My mindset's the same. It's the execution.
Yeah, it's that I'll write X amount of riffs at home, and they'll be however good they are, and they don't really get done till he touches it.
Right.
We complete the song together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was probably partly down to me being the fact that he is my frame of reference for guitar playing, because I was shit at the time, so I needed to catch up to him. But in essence, when it comes down to straight up like, what is the most Martyrs Saint riff we can write? We're pretty much the exact same person.
Yeah. I think segueing on from that, I mean, my influences early on were mainly Angus Young, Tony Iommi, which is why I love the SG. And even now, like playing it compared to my Les Paul and my Flying V, like it feels the best for me.
I honestly don't like playing SGs. Find them too neck heavy.
The two.
Yes.
Well, that's
I noticed that when I was playing his, feel like I'm playing over here.
Yeah. It's very different. So like, I find a lot of players say like it's neck heavy, and I think for me, just because of the aesthetic, because it's red,
it's
and
iconic.
it looks like devil horns. I'm like, I'm there. And I think with the modifications I've done, the bottom half of the guitar is a lot heavier
So it
now.
actually balances better.
So it balances it out. It's a lovely guitar. I mean, you've said it's the nicest lead guitar to play.
Oh yeah, his SG is gorgeous to like play solos.
But
The neck is
yeah, and I think as I've gotten older, I was never a huge Van Halen fan when I was starting out. I mean, when we
I
started,
was a Van Halen guy before you were.
he was a Van Halen guy before me. And when we started college, I hadn't even been playing for a year, and it was just AC/DC, Black Sabbath all the time. And as I got better at guitar, and also I want to mention as well, when we also started, I was also not great at guitar either, but I approached it from a lead point of view, which you naturally learn harder things than a lot of riffs, so you seem better. I by no means was an amazing guitarist when we started the band. And segueing on from you learning from me, I think for me catching up to his rhythm playing was always a big thing as well. As much as you didn't want to look like the bad guitarist, I think for me it was okay, but can I downpick for as long?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
I
always a case of...
I spent a year and a half of just downpicking.
Exactly, and I'm like, I've just spent my entire time learning solos. Okay, I've got a little bit of catching up to do.
Yeah.
And I was never big into metal until I joined college, and I owe most of my metal category to Louis, because he just listens to fucking everything. You put a song on, he knows it. And I remember one memory, I was listening to Kill 'Em All, because I listened to that album and I was like, I don't like any of these songs apart from Seek and Destroy. I don't like this album at all. And then Louis was like, okay, we'll just listen to, I think it was Motorhead. Motorbreath, sorry. Motorbreath.
I should also listen to
Yeah,
Motorhead,
like-
but yeah.
Yeah, he's like, listen to Motorbreath. And I was like, oh, this is actually sick. So I re-listened to it and I was like, actually, I'll give it a chance. And that was my segue into metal. But
surely you like Whiplash though. Come on.
no, I didn't. Like it. I don't know what was wrong with me. I didn't like any of it. I don't know. My favourite song now from that album is Metal Militia. Always will be. But yeah, like I said, rhythm playing wise, it was always okay. Now I've got to catch up to you, and like a shared memory of ours is playing the Holy Wars verse rhythm.
I remember very distinctly that we both wanted to be in a two-guitar band. There was never any competition between who played the solos, who played the rhythms. And we both knew that it was going to be a two-guitar band. That was never the question. But I don't think either of us had much experience. Well, I had none. I don't know about you, of playing with another guitarist. I didn't know what
My frame of reference was Carson.
Yeah, I didn't know
And
what
Marcel.
that felt like. And we would rehearse the songs, the covers that we had planned to rehearse.
Yeah.
But there was a point where we would maybe they were outside against the water or something. We were like, what Megadeth songs do you know? So we would jam this Megadeth song, whatever. Then it got to Holy Wars.
Yeah.
Then we're
42
like, let's
different
fucking
lead
play
sections
it.
in it.
And
Yeah.
when we played that together in the rehearsal room, it's basically sounded like one guitar.
Yeah.
That's when we were like, wow.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
This is what it's supposed to sound
Yeah.
like when you play with another guitarist. Not
We
just
were-
you've both learnt the parts and you're playing them. It's
Yeah.
like,
We were tight together at that point.
yeah,
So
as tight as we could be for that.
I knew this is gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah, but anyway, we used to live together when I was in uni with him, and that's when I started listening to more Van Halen, and I started having a much bigger appreciation for Eddie. And he quickly went from like a guitarist I appreciated, because you look at any video of him, you're like,
How's he doing that?
what the fuck?
Yeah.
To like, okay, I want to be able to do that. And he's a very hard guitarist to look at and do that, because it's I want to do that, but then you look at him and how is he doing that? And it's like, how do you get in a frame of reference where you can try and learn that shit? But I remember one song that did it for me was he had showed me Atomic Punk in college, but way before I was even into them. And you were listening to a lot of Van Halen at the time anyway, and I was like, you know what, I'll give them another try. And I was like, I remember Louis showed me the song, and I put it on, and I was like, listening to what he's doing at the start with his hand and the phase pedal, and I was like, what is that? And I want to do it now. So immediately I order a phase pedal, and then that's kind of where it all sparked. So I'd say, like, for me, biggest influences are, I'd say currently in my playing, Eddie Van Halen, but roots-wise, it's always Angus Young. Like, he's AC/DC are my favourite band, so it's always what I come back to.
Obviously, you just mentioned that we did live together for a brief point. To really get the point across of how, like, in each other's heads we are, we were both sat at home, and he was in his bedroom, I was in mine, and we both decided to take upon the task we're going to learn new scale.
Oh my god, I remember
This wasn't.
This was not an aforementioned thing we spoke about.
No, we didn't.
This was just,
about it.
I'm going to learn this today.
Bearing in mind, it wasn't even like a conversation through the week. We both decided there and then we're going to learn a new scale.
Not a conversation ever.
So I was like, well, I love Dave Mustaine. I want to know what he's playing. It was always minor pentatonic, which I could play. Then there was like Phrygian dominant, which I haven't learnt to play. Yeah. So I then learnt the Phrygian dominant scale. And he burst into my room and he goes, oh, listen to the new scale I learnt. And he goes, yeah, it's what Marty Friedman uses. It's the Hero Joshi scale. So we both learnt the respective scales of each Megadeth guitarist
in the same
time on the same day.
That's fantastic.
Without.
And also, I think, speaking about bursting into rooms, living together, I think it's also very good to mention. Not that one.
That's coming after that.
Not that one. Don't worry, you're safe. You're safe. That's you're safe. I promise you, you're safe. No, sorry. Him coming into my room at like
fucking hell.
at like 9 in the morning. He's like, do you want to come to the shop with me? And he's got a Monster in his hand. He's having a fucking cigarette.
Like always.
That's his breakfast. We go to the shop. He gets another Monster and I don't know, maybe like a cheese twist or something.
You're such an ego, mate.
We get back home and he's like, oh, by the way, I want to show you this riff I made. And we show him, and then we'll be sat there for like hours, just, okay, what I don't like about this riff, what I do. And then we've got a new song. And then I'll send him a video of, oh, I did this today. And it's that same riff and we've worked on it. And then the next day he'll come in at the same time and we do the same thing again. We get back to my room and it's, oh, I wrote this riff, by the way. And I've got so many videos on my phone and I'm like, okay, hold that there. Let me just record you playing it so I can work on it.
And the other burst into the bedroom story.
We'll save that, friend.
I don't mind it.
That's all the consent we need. Tell a story. Tell a story.
All right.
I've not heard this one, so I'm invested.
There's two angles to it.
I'll tell my angle then. So I go in your room.
I'm pretty bad as each other.
I'm pretty sure it's because I've done a similar thing. I've like, oh, let me show you this, right? And
does this look infected?
Should I shave?
So I go in the room, blanket's all the way up on him, right? There's one hand down there, and then your perspective.
My blanket wasn't up on me. I pulled it up when you came in.
That's what I saw.
Then what does a 19-year-old boy do in his room alone? But he knocked on the door. I was like, yeah, don't come in. And he fucking came straight in anyway.
To be fair, Dave Mustaine is pretty attractive.
This was the day he learned that scale, by the way.
Yeah, he comes bursting in.
Were you strumming, were you?
Like,
you really got it in the eye.
Give me a fucking minute.
No, fuck me, you tremolo picking under that blanket. What are you doing?
This was during the phase where you were trying to catch up to me, obviously.
Yeah, so I was working on my right hand technique.
Yeah.
That could have been way worse, to be fair.
It could have been.
This is a terrible, terrible segue. Because like, before you even spoke about your influences, Mark, I wanted to say this, but like, glazing is a terrible word after we were just talking about what you were doing.
That is exactly what he did.
Exactly. He was glazing something. But
the ceiling or the sock.
Yeah, like scary movie.
And you had a fucking slanted ceiling at the time. You could have reached it.
It was straight when he moved in.
It was flat when he moved in. But I got.
You didn't get none of his security deposit back.
None of this is going to sound genuine now, but I was going to say like joining this band. and watching other bands in Bristol where you've got some pretty fantastic lead players, but all they do is stand there and play some quite clinical stuff, even though it sounds great. Like, just sometimes, like, because I'm friends with Amari, sometimes I forget.
Glaze me and I'm not going to be able to take the compliment.
Yeah, man, I'm going to glaze you all right. And then I'll be on stage with him and be like, fuck me, I forget how much of an insane guitar player this man is. Like, how he just owns the stage. Like, this man knows that the guitar doesn't need to stay on your hip. He moves it everywhere he holds it up. He owns that stage and puts a show on. And I think above some other bands, we've got a lead guitar player who really knows how to strut his stuff. And he owns it.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Like, if you want to talk about aura, this man is just oozing with it.
Oozing's the wrong word to put in there.
No. This is the correct word.
That's the oozing one.
He's the oozing one. They both ooze it in different ways.
I love you, Hive. I love you so much.
I love you even more, Mal. Do you want to ooze it later?
Please, can we?
Now, I do agree with you, though. Seeing you on stage, like all of you, in fact, you're all quite natural on stage. That's why I was quite shocked to realise that you actually haven't been in a band that long and you haven't been playing that long. Because on stage, it does not show. Like, you're tight on stage, you're having fun. Like, you're playing really complex stuff and you're not even looking at what you're doing and not missing a beat. Like, it's impressive.
We had a shirt fleece.
I was just about to talk about it.
Get out of my brain!
So we were quite pissed and we thought we fucking killed it.
No good story starts with I was eating a salad, does it?
I was having a lovely relaxed day.
No, so we thought we fucking killed it. This was such a sick show.
Before we continue, I have a video of us doing Jaeger bombs before we went on stage.
Shouting about it as well. Jaeger bomb!
Please sponsor us, Jaeger.
We'd got the audio back front of house. And I listened to it, I'm like, oh god, we're actually terrible.
Terrible.
We suck. We really suck.
It was the most humbling
So
thing.
it was a point where I'm like, I have to call in a meeting.
That was amazing.
He's got the audio back, he's listening, and we're like, guys, we need to talk.
Right,
we fucked up.
He played it back to each of us. So I don't think you got there in time, but you went through each individual part and went, right, Ma, right, half. Now this is where I was shit, and he made us listen to where we were shit. Like, oh,
fair play.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this man, he loves us to bits, but like at points like this, he's like the abusive dad, and it does us a lot of good. Hear him go, right, guys, we were shit. We need to improve.
There was then a year's mission to basically say that can't happen again. No. We're better than that. We're better than that in rehearsal.
And we know we're better than that.
That we can't do that again, and we can't do that to that level again.
Yep.
No.
So
Give you a kick up the arse.
there was then just a point where it wasn't you'll let him off. It was you say it there and then.
Yeah.
Amari, that note was wrong.
Yeah.
I know it was only that one solo. Fine, it might be that one solo, but we all have to know that
It can't be that one solo every single gig.
So we had to work on it. And that's when
I really admire that. I think that's really a good thing to do.
Yeah, like it was.
It's not personal. I don't want any member of my band to play badly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you have to call it out, and they do it with me.
Yeah.
And
rightly so.
It's what we needed, and that's when we developed a really, really strong sense of group time. Because we're not playing to a clip, we don't have any backing tracks or anything.
Yeah.
It's Louis never really counts in between parts. He'll count into songs, but in terms of in between riffs, whatever, he doesn't keep me in count because we all know where we are.
Yeah.
So we learned to sort of play as a really, really strong group because we were really, really on it about if you made a mistake, you got told about it and knew to work on it.
Yeah.
You
Especially
knew that,
after that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially after that
you
point.
would go home and work on it. You come to rehearsal next time stronger.
And show how you've actually improved.
Basically, we were going from strength to strength.
Nice. Let's see where we're going with that.
Go listen to Strength to Strength. It's a really good song.
It is?
Let's have a look. Right.
It's become our goal that we know in rehearsals, at least at that point, that we could fucking play. We could play really well. We could have fun. We could jam.
Yep.
We could never translate it. And whether it was because we were pissed or it's because we didn't pay enough attention or we let each other off, whether that was the case, we don't know. But it became a mission from that point on that is unacceptable. People have paid money to come watch our band.
True.
You'd
be disappointed if you were paid.
They've gone to work,
exactly.
Yeah.
They've gone to work, done whatever they did to get that money, and then come to watch us, and we go and play like that. It's not on.
And also
It's
as
really
well,
fucking not on.
whenever you would go to gigs, whether that's of a big band or a small band, the first question I ask is, are they tight?
Yeah.
And for other musicians, I think coming to watch our show, the last thing I want for them is to be like, oh,
you know you're going to be judged because you judge other bands, right? So
Yeah, exactly. You do it subconsciously. You look at a guitar player and you think,
you messed up there. Or
yeah. Oh yeah, and it's like it's not even like, oh, you messed up, but it's like if you sound sloppy, you haven't properly sat down with the other guitarists and thought, okay, what about this guitar tone, this, because every single preset on my quad and every single preset on your nano, we've gone through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
He has a preset for each fucking song, by the way.
I mean, that's proper professional music.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's insane.
But I think I know that I do it subconsciously or consciously, and I know that other people are going to do it to us, obviously, regardless.
Yeah,
so I don't want to be, at the front, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And then I listen back to it, I'm like, that was the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever do that again. And I think, like, June of last year to, like, August was, like, a big turning point for us, because that was obviously from He Rises to Breakthrough.
Yeah.
And obviously Breakthrough being the first time we played Strength before it even had a name, we were working on it rehearsals, and we were like, fuck it, we've got this headline gig. Let's just play it.
Great reception to that song as well.
Yeah, and we had a great reception to it, and that was our first kind of big break into rebranding ourselves. I mean, it was the last time we played Epistaxis. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've got to lead on from that very quickly.
Yeah.
Because when I joined the band, I was really big into thrash, but then the turning point, like from like the thrash to hardcore crossover, really did flip a switch in my brain. And now, like, we had a debate recently about a song to play in, that was the Masses, and we were arguing like, oh, let's play Snaxis again. Then we re-listened back to it, like, oh, it's just not us anymore.
No, it's not.
And we'd love to, but it'd be great to recontextualize it and like change
make
it up
it yours now.
Yeah, but it's like looking back, it's like
in its current form, we wouldn't play it.
But it was like, and we make this joke all the time, but sometimes when I listen back, it's a bit too much. Like, we're bringing back 80s thrash,
which is not what we're doing.
and it's not what we're doing.
We definitely fucking
Yeah, exactly.
Fair, yeah.
I mean, Municipal Waste are fucking awesome. So, but yeah, I think from then when we got that audio back, we were like, okay, wow, yeah, we were fucking heaving that show. That was awful. And that was a release gig for us at the Fleece. That really kicked us all into action. I think the gear got better. I mean, by the time we were playing Breakthrough, I had my quad from my GT1000, and we all sounded so much better. And I remember we spoke about it when we played Breakthrough, at how much better we felt about the show as well, because we played so much better. And I think that was the big segue onto us now.
Another key part that is we're not as drunk anymore.
Yeah.
We
have to be very conscious about that.
I've only played one show this year where I've had a drink at all.
Yeah.
And that was in Nottingham because I had a hotel. Like every other time I've been completely sober. Now,
and it was probably a Guinness Zero.
if you'd have said that 2 years ago, that'd have been.
And we're playing here, and he's 12 beers deep before we.
I used to get really, really drunk
in this very spot.
In this very spot.
That was how I knew to play.
Yeah.
Because I'm out with my best friend and I'm gonna go have a beer or 12 and then go play a rock song.
Yeah.
It's sick. But it wasn't on.
Kind of went with the whole old school trash vibe, really, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
They
Which is what we
managed it.
did to a T at that point. It was all we knew.
They managed it, but I couldn't. And again, it just became that thing that I'm robbing someone who's come and paid money to come watch this. It's not fair on them.
Yeah.
I like that approach.
I cannot have a beer. It's fine.
And play better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I had to have sort of a confidence twist with it. I had to relearn where I was strong, live, whatever.
And that definitely helped with you becoming the front man, because that's a completely different.
It helped my voice.
Yeah, it's completely different forte from being, I'm here, he's there, to I'm here, he's right fucking next to me. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's so important to actually come off stage and be truthful to yourself as well. Like, you guys say I'm too harsh on myself, but I come off stage, and if I haven't had a great show, it might be a minute thing, it might be one fill I got wrong, but I come off and say, how do I correct that? Not, I might get it right next time. It's, I need to get that right next time. Do you know what I mean? And I know you guys are the same, but I think I think every musician should do that. Come off stage and be like, how do I make sure I get that right in future?
I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's a real good thing to do.
I'm gonna bang on about it, but you as a band, you'll go and say we do this for ourselves and whatever. People have come to pay.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not fair. And it's you wouldn't get away with it in any other industry. If you were a painter and people bought your art and it was shit, and you'd go, well, this is what I do. It's not on. They paid for it.
True,
Now, of course, we'll go play the music we want to play, and we'll set up the stage how we want to set it up and play our show. But at the end of the day,
we still want to put on a good show.
They've paid for it.
Yeah.
Give them what they've paid for at least. And the minimum for that is not playing like shit.
Yeah.
If you want to experiment, whatever, that's a different thing. But you cannot play like shit, because that just isn't fair.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah, 100%. And I think we're also all like-minded in the sense of when we know we've played shit, and we know, okay, if I can hear that back on the front of house audience, I know that's what they heard, and that's
Wrong old, is it, mate? Been there.
Sorry.
Yeah, when you hear it back and you're like, okay,
dear.
that's what I sounded like and that's what they heard. You know, sometimes you can be like, well, they're not musicians, they might not have noticed. Yeah, but I noticed. You
Yeah.
can hear it. Do you know what I mean? And it's
Absolutely.
like that's not on. And I think getting into habits like that translate really well into things like studio, because we were in a bad habit of, oh, that didn't sound great on this in the studio. You know, come SOS release, you know, He Rises, Epistaxis. It's things that you can kind of gloss over, and then as soon as you get into the habit of, no, this has to be how I want it to sound and how they deserve to hear it,
Yeah.
that translates really well into studio. And I think especially with the EP now, it's ever more apparent when you listen to these songs compared to the ones we've previously released, that we are a lot more on it and honest with ourselves and each other when
It's good
you
you're
know,
all on the same page with it as well,
Yeah.
because that could very easily drive a wedge into the band.
yeah
Like if someone was
100%.
like, oh, you're always picking on me kind of thing, and if you're all kind of going, no, I did this part wrong and this is fucked up, and let's
yeah,
go
which I
through
think
this.
is why you did it the way you did when it came to that June show, where it was like, okay, this show as a whole was not very good.
Meeting time.
Yeah, like Harvey was shit here, Mari, you was shit here, I was shit here, Louis, you was shit here. Do you know what I mean? It's all of us. It's not. We're a collective. Do you know? And if you pick on,
You
if
are
you
a
pick
band
on,
after all.
I think it helps.
Yeah, exactly.
We are all very self-critical.
yeah,
All of us are. So, and it helps that Brandon has the balls just to
Balls
settle
to do
down
it, yeah.
and say, right, here we go. Because I think my problem is, I mean, sometimes like at the end of the gig when we're hugging each other, yeah, you're great. Okay, no, I wasn't. But then Brandon has a really good skill of being able to go, no, right, this is the point you were shit, this is the point you were shit. I was fucking terrible here, you were shit here, and we can just take it to the next
but you were
rehearsal.
also really great here.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a great little.
But I think
little dynamic
because
going.
we all really weird segue, because we also know how each other's rigs work. It's a case of you were shit here. Not only can you play it better, but also we can work on this in your rig. You know, if you did your solo part in Enemy of My Enemy, okay, Harv, you're not distorted enough. You're not cutting through. You also played it a little bit sloppily, but I also think part of it may be because you're not cutting through quite how you do in the studio. Things like that. Do you know what I mean? It definitely helps being able to talk about the rig side of things as well. It's not always necessarily a skill issue.
It could just be the venue and you weren't best suited to it or whatever. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hell, at the Exchange, it's a brilliant venue, but it's killed 2 of my pedals. That really helps me in my old setup. I had an Ibanez TS9 and my Morley Power Boost, which is my favourite pedal ever. And there's something about the power at that venue that those pedals do not work. Everywhere else, they're absolutely fine. But it was a very awkward gig that was. I was playing a clean tone for that gig.
Oh.
You know,
Gross.
We've been on this topic for ages, but like, last thing I think, the bits we were bad at were unique to each of us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an overwhelming amount of things.
No.
It was sort of stuff that we could all work on our own.
Yeah.
And that would instantly make an improvement, and then we can start to work on stuff where it failed as a group. And it was never massive. It was that, you know, like
here and there
you
and-
check your guitar was still on while I'm talking.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
sound it
Things
makes
like
us
that.
sound lazy.
Talking
or
over
like
each other as
Harvard
well.
might have an issue where like he'd finish a song maybe half a beat too late, and the bass is still sliding down when we're done.
Or even just like ringing out while
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
supposed to have cut.
I remember we had
Or-
loads of like one of us would be ringing out at some point.
Yeah.
I remember that
Exactly.
saga.
Or with Louis, there might be like, yeah, the kicks aren't doing it here. With me, I have a big habit of like, I'll fuck around with my guitar too much and I'll lose my pick attack, so half of the strings just like playing open.
Yeah.
So we lose that punch.
Yeah.
But we all knew that. We knew what it was, so we could just fix it.
Yeah, nice.
It's a case of you need to stop doing this, you need to start doing this, you need to work on this. Spencer's at home doing this.
Yeah.
And as soon as it was done, it was like, okay, now we can
That sounds
work on the
Write
really,
the
really
best songs
funky shit
ever.
in rehearsals.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about any of the big stuff anymore because we've just spoke about it.
Nice, yeah.
And I think we're at the point now where if we come off stage and any of us are looking at each other like, you did this, straight away we can be like, I know, before you finish the sentence.
yeah,
we
I
know what you're going to say.
Yeah. We have that big time.
Well, you know what's really good now is we're learning to style it out. That if one of us does make a mistake, we all know it, and we can just roll with it.
Yeah.
There's no
pretty
looking
tight,
at
to
each
be
other.
There's no, like-
sequence. Yeah, there's
Looking
no
back
like,
at it if he misses a beat or something.
it's
I've
just-
seen bands before where something's happened and they've gone, whoa! It's like, just do not bring attention
Just
to
roll
it.
with the
As soon
punch,
as you stop or you make something obvious, that's where you've
But
lost it. You've got to roll with
talking
it.
about looking at people when they do something wrong, we often look at Louis when he adds something to the song and we're like,
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Do that every single time we play this.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Even in the studios, the shit this man does,
Oh.
with like the stank face we make each other. Like,
Yeah,
fuck yeah!
You see from our set, there are like 4 or 5 points where we all just gather around the drums because like that's
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
all
ever a
coming
partner
from-
As
when we write as
Diane
well.
said,
We do not have the tempo or rhythm.
but this man
you
brings
don't,
the tempo
you don't have
and
a
the
stank
rhythm.
face. And Louis, we have plenty of stank faces. It's so fun every time at rehearsal when we're writing. He's just like, he'll put something in, and it was the double kick part of what we're writing currently. And we both were like, I was gonna fucking mention
Yeah, I was
that.
like, oh, I thought it was because I was stood next to the drums. You heard it as well.
Yeah, and I was like, oh Louis, that double kick part. And you were like, I was gonna fucking
Yeah.
mention that. Yeah, it's just stuff like that which is nice.
I remember when we like I was first sort of in the band and we were playing SOS, and right like in the intro to SOS we hit the 2 notes instead of the 3, and I was looking at you like, fuck, that's the new thing,
That's the one.
Oh, we still do that now.
and we still do that now. This has been fucking time.
You weren't in time either.
Fuck you.
Clap the same.
Drummer's supposed to be on time, just saying.
Yeah.
The rhythm, guys. The rhythm, come on.
Bass player doesn't fucking
I'm
matter.
the
You
MIDI player.
know.
I started drumming because of Lars. Remember that?
I thought you started drumming because of Diane.
oh yeah, Diane.
Knows
That's
the law.
Well, if you ask her, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves us.
Shall we go on to your EP?
Yeah,
which
go
is
for it.
coming out on the 3rd of July.
Yes.
From Strength to Strength, I believe.
Yes.
4 songs, so tell us about it. What can you tell us about it? To start with. How did the writing process go? How did the recording process go?
Hello. Yeah, sorry. So I do it in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the title From Strength to Strength didn't come from us. One of our old photographers, Chris, basically said it in one of his posts that these guys were going from strength to strength.
Yeah.
And we both picked up on that.
Yeah.
We were like, because we were
Like,
bouncing
well-
around names. Yeah, we were both bouncing around names, and we were both like,
There's another one as well. I'm not going to mention just in case we're going to use.
Yeah,
it.
we're not doing that.
Oh, never mind then. Well,
But basically,
cut that.
me and Amari have been very enamoured of what a title track is. It's
Yeah.
a lot that it represents your entire body of work essentially. It has to be the best thing you put out. It has to be the strongest thing you put out because it represents the entire lot of it.
Yeah.
Now we knew the title of whatever it was going to be From Strength to Strength. It was dependent on what the song was and how we wrote it. Now we've not always been a crossover band. We were proto thrash. From Strength to Strength was like the actual proper first time where we did the full crossover thing. Now that wasn't conscious. It's just stuff we were
"That's what
writing.
happened." Yeah.
Especially sort of as I get more into hardcore, I start writing more of those kind of riffs.
Yeah.
Then, as I
makes
said
sense.
before, it goes to him, and then sort of riffs develop that way. But ultimately, it was that this was a really, really strong song. We had it before it had a title or lyrics. We played it at a show because we had it written. It went down quite well.
Yeah.
Then I essentially wrote some lyrics that, you know, I mentioned that I play sports, and I came to college in Bristol to also study coaching, so I had a placement job in a primary school. I packed that in to basically play guitar in what at the time was Martyrs
Terrible decision.
in theory. I went to uni and everything for it. I basically just sacked off what my entire life
Locked
was, and
the
the reasons
fuck
I
in.
was in Bristol was to come and play guitar for this band. I had to very much make sure that wasn't a bad decision. Whether it's out of passion or not, I'm not going to let that be... I'm not going to equate to less than I was going to be.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's financially or emotionally or whatever, none of that was going to be a factor. Is if I'm going to get rid of all this to do this, I have to do it better than I did before, which
Yeah.
is essentially where, while I didn't come up with the title From Strength to Strength, it works.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
There's deep meaning behind it.
But the lyrics are left intentionally vague, that we all had a sense of pride that we were trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
That with this song, because it was so different to everything else we had written, that it wasn't going to be a departure or anything less of what we had previously written.
Yep.
Just because we don't play 245 BPM every show
We have done that
the
before.
entire way through does not mean it's a lesser show. We're not a
Absolutely,
worse
yeah.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be better, tighter than we were. We have to make sure that when we transition through the sound, it's worth everyone's time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's just basically a solidifying mantra that says we are not going to go from one thing and then be worse than we previously were. It can only go up.
Yeah.
That's the only option.
Yeah.
So lyrically, riff-wise, just a sort of composition, the song is a big. It's an attitude. It's a way of approaching everything.
Yeah.
So we were like, that's got to be the name of the song. That has to be the name of the EP, because everything we've put out before, you know, whether people love it or not, this is going to be better. It can only be better.
It encompasses everything we have been trying to achieve in what we've been writing. And I think as soon as we got that name, we were like, yeah, that's the one. And we wrote the title track, and we were like, yeah, this is exactly what we're trying to achieve with our future sound. It's exactly the step we need into this whole crossover world. Do you know what I mean? Especially because he's our main doorway into hardcore. Because, well, I say that Louis also loves Drain, but
We all love Drain.
he's like our main crossover into hardcore, and
Kind of fitting, really.
yeah, exactly. And since obviously we're both the riff writers, it makes sense that, you know, as soon as you've crossed over into that world, you're going to be writing riffs the same. As soon as you've introduced me to that world, I'm going to be writing riffs the same, and it naturally happened, and we all took to it really well. But also, what I think we do very well singing our praises is, you know, we still have all of our own influences. I mean, you'll hear our stuff, and yeah, we've got a crossover song with a solo in it. I mean, there's not a lot of hardcore that have solos in it, and you hear Louis play, and you think, what the fuck? Because it's just, you see him play, and you think, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? And I think, you know, you play with Harv, and whenever, like, especially with what we've been writing recently, you know, these two are locking in with a rhythm, and I'm watching what Harv's playing. I'm like, yeah, Harv, you need to make sure you play that when we actually finish writing this song.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that where we've all molded ourselves really well into this new world we've brought ourselves into, and it's like I said, when we played Strength the first time last August, before it had a name, before it had lyrics.
Yeah.
That was like our complete rebranding in terms of, you know,
This is us now.
how we exactly that.
Massive turning point
Bear
for
in
us.
mind that we did that so strongly that we cut off our hair.
Yeah.
And you know,
as fuck,
I
guys.
quit wearing
Very
skinny
long.
jeans. Like,
We committed to it.
but we didn't want this sound
Your
to
turn
be.
next.
It's not going anywhere.
This sound wasn't A to
No
B.
chance.
It was the first time we played from Strength to Strength was we both had long hair, and I was still wearing black skinny jeans.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you know, night and day. We had it all written.
Yeah.
But then Enemy My Enemy was saying that yes, we can still play thrash metal.
Yeah.
But we can
I
make it
promise we can
two-steppy.
still do it if we want
we
to
can
do
make it
I do like when you
two-steppy.
do the double kind of live, as in like you particularly you just go, where are my two steppers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Or like, where are my beat down
You are
boys?
such a crowd
My
worker,
beat
mate.
down boys, yeah.
That's another thing I've really got to say. Like, again, like all these bands we play, I'm not going to name any, but these bands we played with, they're fucking fantastic, and they can play some amazing things. Then there's just a lot of crowd work that's missing. Stage presence too, where people they're scared to move. It's like they're glued to the spot. They won't crowd work and they won't move around the stage. And it's like, just let loose and have some fun, because you've got nothing to lose.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And I mean, half the reason I do this, I mean, I'd love us to be successful, but even if nothing happens with it, I am just so chuffed to be on that stage, fucking flailing about. I think a lot of bands need to just go,
You want to have fun.
we
in the
need to
process
do
as
that
well,
too.
Yeah.
you put the time and graft in, so
Yeah.
you know your passages, you critique yourself.
Me-
You should go have fun.
Exactly.
You say that time and graft. It took us a year and a half to write Enemy. When I first came up with that main riff at the start of the song, we weren't able to write the rest of the song.
No.
We didn't know how to.
We had that song on the backbench for so long.
We just weren't physically at the level to do
And
it.
it wasn't like a apparent thing that kept coming up. Like we know that we can't finish this song at the moment because of the way you've started that song. We know that there's so much more that can be written for that song. Do you mean whether that's, well, it was obviously riff wise, but you know how you've made the vocals fit into it now. It was always apparent, like, yeah, we need to wait until we finish the song so we can do it justice, because that starting riff is so strong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like I said, it's been a case since that August show where we've just been adapting to that sound. We've all been getting better, and it's really shone through, especially in this EP with each song. I mean, we've all got our own respective favourite songs. I mean, we've all got songs that we feel like we've, in our parts, have shone the most.
Proudest of.
Exactly, yeah. So everything that we've been doing has culminated to that, and I think from where we started to now, the journey has been really fun, especially that period from, you know, June of that show where we were like, yeah, we are a little bit shit, to August where we first played Strength, where we were like, okay, this is the direction we will go in, to now following that direction, meeting the people that we've met who are also going in that direction, coming into the scene that we have, especially with things like Southwest Heavy Fest.
Yeah, big time.
Big time with Southwest Heavy Fest. Like, it's we played that and we're like, this is where we want to be. These are the shows we want to play. This is the attitude we want to have. Do you mean hardcore stands for a lot of the things we personally believe in anyway? Do you know what I mean? So it's just been a really nice.
Stars are aligning, really.
Yeah, exactly. And like, when those stars align, we're like, collectively have all been like, this is what we have wanted.
Yeah.
But we've, with things like an Amber, which obviously isn't out yet, still been able to.
That's your Fade to
so
Black.
You are all gonna love in Amber.
I've been very, very strong when I say In Amber is the best song we've ever written. We just can't play it because it's too soft.
Yeah.
It is, as it says, your Fade to Black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Which is exactly how we classed it, so I'm glad that you picked up on that as well.
I'm so unbelievably proud of In Amber. I think we've had that song for years.
Yeah.
We were too scared to track it because we needed to do it justice. I was too scared to sing it, and especially sort of like with the lyrical theme, I had to have time to process through the song. Now that being said, going into Blackpool to do it was the absolute best case scenario with that song. It's the right time to do it, and for the first time, that song went from a negative meaning to a positive one.
Nice.
Which happened during the tracking of it.
And you would like to think that would have the same impact on people listening to it.
Hopefully. I mean, it's always gone down well live, but
Beautiful song.
I don't like explaining it with all the lyrics, but I feel like Amber deserves it. How I'd mentioned, I'd gone from basically what was meant to be my future career to playing guitar. I didn't know where I stood.
Yeah.
Because you've got to bear in mind that I'd been playing guitar a year and a half. In theory, that's such a stupid decision.
Yeah.
To ditch that.
Especially with how well you were doing with sports as well. Like,
in Amber, the title in Amber has a double meaning. Whether it's you got a sunset, you move towards it, or you stay where you are, like you're fossilised in Amber.
Nice.
It was basically
That's quite smart.
It came from a spot of indecision with me, whereas like I loved nothing more than playing in this band, but was I doing the right thing, or did I act an impulse?
Yeah.
Now, this being a song about not knowing where I stand in life, to when we came to tracking it in Blackpool, and it's probably the most fun I've ever had in my life. We had so much fun tracking the song.
Yeah.
You realise which end of the song
it
you're
put
at.
the full stop on where I stood.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a lovely double negative in that song.
You haven't seen the music. Sorry, I have. You haven't seen the music video yet, but it will highlight that.
Yeah,
100%.
It's the whole journey of us in the studio. As much as we've got like vlogs of it, that music video encompasses, you know, from us two driving up there.
Look forward to the vlogs, by the way.
No, you're not. To us driving up there and, you know, actually tracking it, to watching videos of each individual part being tracked. It's like a very full circle moment, and like I said, it's very easy to realise where you stand when you look at that double meaning as to
Nice.
are you stuck in that decision of thinking, is that where I was supposed to go, or have I been moving forward this whole time and just not realised it, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They really, really solidified the meaning of it, and you know, but I mean, musically, it's not the most technical that any of us have ever played, but I think musically it's the best we've ever played. No one played anything wrong. It was all perfect, as I feel, note for note.
Yeah.
This in Amber was where I first fell in love with how good Harv was at bass.
This is where he mentioned the aria as well.
Yeah.
This song for me as well. So going back to when you were saying about in Amber how it can be a beautiful sunset or being stuck in time in solidified Amber, it's like when we're talking about the name Martyrs Saint being a double meaning. I think this song being a double meaning as well perfectly brings us around to what we are as a band.
Yeah.
Being that double meaning again, but it really brought me recording this song. When I remember us being in Pirate Studio, we were on in the big room because we were doing a dress rehearsal on the stage. And Brandon brought it up, and this is the first time I'd heard it. I think you two had heard it before, and this is the first time I'd heard it, and I was like, oh my god, this is where I can bring my other influences out, my other bass players in.
Yeah.
and I could be more melodic on the bass. And there's so much emotion in it, and I was so happy to be a part of it. It's such a beautiful song, and I'm so it's not out now, but I'm so excited for it to be out.
Which you said it is coming as a single. You're releasing
Yes.
it
It will be.
Yes.
with video.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It will
Oh,
be out
you've
with
got a video for Strint to Strint as well, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
that
we
was
do.
that was
That
also
cool.
so fun to,
That was
to record.
brilliant.
That was
It's a cool
the first,
video as well.
Yeah, that was our first taste. We hashed out how we wanted it, and that was our first taste of being like, we're going to a studio to record a music video. We are.
We've done it. We made it.
You know what? You know
Watch it, it's good.
What was so fun about that music video is it's just what we do.
Yeah,
We go to rehearse and we jam around a drum kit.
yeah,
From
literally.
strength to strength is about what we represent and where we choose to stand as a band and what we want to continue doing forward. No
Yeah.
better way to do that than is how we graft, which is jamming
Yeah.
around a drum kit.
That
Yeah.
around
You
it,
know?
yeah, literally
Like
that.
it. That's cool.
Also, got to say, it's doing. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's doing decent on YouTube.
Is it?
The video's got over 600 views.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I. We are shit.
Here's the 601. Get him.
Nearly at the point of making an opinion of it, yeah.
Nearly.
I feel like you know, speaking about the EP, we should probably speak a little bit about Divine.
About that.
It is my favourite. I love in Amber, but Divine Art of War is probably my favourite song on
There's,
the EP.
there's a theme with my lyrics.
Do you write all the lyrics? Do you write all the lyrics?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I like to imagine there's an imaginary world where sort of this is gonna sound like I'm such a twat, but
Don't worry, you're in the
War-
band with Harv. You're
Sound
you're
like.
right.
war is as simple as one or two things opposite acting against each other. Now I understand that it's a lot more delicate than that, but a lot of these lyrics take place around the fact that there is this entity and they both work against each other.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that is written based on real world events, but it's real world events brought into a hypothetical space.
Yeah.
So Enemy My Enemy, for example, that being about the good one finally sort of managing to take a stand on stuff. It's where, you know, the idea of that song having a chain link crown is that it's come out of shackles and wore it as a sign of pride. It's a chain link crown. Divine Art of War is the other
The
perspective.
other side.
It's basically about how no matter how complicated or sort of technological war gets, the output is always the same.
Always bloodshed.
Men and women die.
Goddess and-
It's
yeah.
people get caught in crossfire. Now, you know, however many years ago that would have been through bow and arrow or a stick or a rock, just because now that it's done from 6,000 miles away through a big rocket doesn't change the outcome.
No.
It's the same thing, and
Absolutely.
it's basically saying that we, as people, have come so far in civilization. We've come far so quickly, but we've only gotten better at our downfall.
Killing each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's I feel like it's such a strong thing that has to be said, that now you can take away the lives of so many people, you don't get to look them in the eye.
Yeah. So it's always the case if you've won the war. You mean enemy is like you've won this battle, you've won this war for whoever it may be, but how did you get there? Do you mean? And it's it's like you said, we've only gotten better at getting to that outcome. Whether it's you win through
You can do
total
it quicker and
annihilation.
more efficiently, right?
Yeah, exactly. You win through total annihilation, or you win through ceasefires and peaceful agreements, but
Which is rare.
they only come at a price, and the
Yeah.
price is always the people that didn't sign up for it.
Absolutely.
Essentially, like the Divine Art of War is meant to be this disgusting playbook of how you get away with it. How do you win a war? How can you do it as cheaply as possible? It's the Divine Art of War. It's what you read.
Yeah.
And in the first verse, learn to kill from isolation, out of mind, out of sight.
Yeah,
You're
not there.
All you've gone and done is read this hypothetical book and how to kill another person without looking at them.
Yeah.
You don't have to fucking think about it.
Sun Tzu would
No.
be proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like speaking to Lou as well, and also hearing you say that, Harv, I think Divine for me is my most proud lead work, 100%.
It's like 2.5 minutes
Agreed.
of you going
Your
on.
solo is fucking sick on that
It
song.
is.
I think it's my favourite song to play. I think especially going from the intro, the intro riff is straight in your face. We bring it down for a moment, it comes straight back up, and there's so much energy for the rest of the song. Like it doesn't stop. Like
I think
you've
it's my
got.
favourite DP as well.
See, yeah, I love that. See, with like
It's the only one that's not coming out as a single.
You gotta wait.
you gotta wait for that one. But like with
Or
strength,
people
you've
can go
got.
buy it and listen to it. So
with Strengths you got that nasty skank beat with the 404, there was 808, sorry, drop and the snare bomb. You get a minute and then it brings you straight back up with Divine. It's as soon as we're in with that main riff with the down picking, it's that for the entire song.
Yeah,
like it does not
balls
stop.
to the wall energy.
Exactly, and it's just fun. And I think when you explain the lyrics, that's exactly what it encompasses. Is because when you look at the good and the good and the evil side of things when it comes to war, it never stops. Do you mean it's guns blazing for the whole thing until it's not.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there's no middle ground, which I like about the song is there is no middle ground. It's full guns blazing until it's not.
I mean, you get out the solo and you get a breakdown thrown in your face.
Yeah, it's like I was like, yeah, we're out the solo, there's a dive bomb.
too.
Okay, no, you've actually just been punched in the face by like a fucking IUD. Do you know what I mean? Like there is no stop.
Saying the breakdown in that song was originally guitars as well, and
Yeah, actually, the bass break into the breakdown was done by our producer, Lucas.
Yeah.
Now Lucas has had like
he's
a
brilliant.
fucking insurmountable effect on all these songs.
Oh yeah.
He is one of the most wonderful and genuine people we've ever had the pleasure of
Did you
meeting. He's
come across
great.
this guy?
Sorry.
That was weird.
That was a really loud sneeze. Sorry.
Well, indeed.
We'll just restart. We'll restart the whole thing. I just ruined the whole.
We're going home. Fuck this.
How did you meet this guy?
Um,
And why did you go to Blackpool for the recording?
actually, so
His
Go
studio
get the
is
fuck
so
away,
cool.
haven't we?
we've done everything in Bristol, and I'm from Yorkshire, so I wanted to go up north to record. Basically, I was under the impression that the reason the last 3 singles weren't sounding as good is because we had so much time in between them and we had so much distraction in between them.
And it was in Bristol.
Is you would go home, you would go home, then have 2 weeks at home not thinking about it, then you go back to record again.
Yeah.
It wasn't doing it. So I was like, we had to get away.
Yeah, that
We
was
had
like an
to-
established thing. Was we
We had
need
to
to get
sit.
away.
We had
Very
to
Black
sit
Sabbath,
in the
isn't it?
record.
Say again?
Very Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You guys
exactly.
get hired out of the house going, we're going to record for the entire week.
Yeah, it's
So,
literally
yeah.
what we did.
I wanted to go to where I'm from in Wakefield, and we found a studio there, and it was X amount of money, but it wasn't sleeping, and you brought your own gear.
Yeah.
So I was like, we may as well just do it in Bristol if we're going to spend all that money. So I basically just looked along the entire north of England,
Yeah.
found Shell City. Now, he didn't have a website, but he had an Instagram. Then he had an email in his Instagram, so I'm like, oh, fucking send him an email, see what he says.
Don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Fuck off.
James 123, you can't speak now for the rest of the interview.
Fuck off.
That means it's my turn to speak. Yay!
No, I sent the email. He was up for it. Not only was he up for it, he was very excited about it.
Yeah.
Sent him the demos. He had input already.
That's
He
a good-
was
Such an enthusiastic player.
Yeah.
yeah. He was
so good.
He was willing to
Shout out
put
to
the effort
Blanket
into the songs
and
already.
Bobby.
So we got to Blackpool. We went there for
Why
8
not,
days.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of did it in one sitting, basically. Went
I
up
think
there, did the whole
as
thing.
soon as he showed us the layout of the studio, there's accommodation directly above the studio. You've got
Same building.
beds, stairs, live room. It's like, okay,
Oh,
that's exactly
cool.
where we want to fucking
Bearing
be.
in mind,
Pub next door as well, owned by the same people.
Yeah,
Even better.
do you know what I mean?
Sponsored by Motorhead too.
As a
yeah.
band, right? When your entire week consists of you get up at 7, record music at 8 until 8, and then you go to the pub and get a takeaway.
It's so
you do it
fucking
again the
good.
next day. You do it again the next day. You do it again the next day.
It's like a real band.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
Also,
awesome.
and then,
don't forget-
and then when you hear that that's what you're going to be doing, and you also hear there's going to be a 5150 there. Yeah, I'm going there.
Oh my God.
And Call of Duty Black Ops 2 zombies on the TV.
He's bought his Xbox. I bought my TV so we
Yeah.
can play fucking Call of Duty.
Cut
over
on the
there.
telly.
Jamie, 5150 and Call of Duty with pizza and beer. Like, what
Your
more?
best
do you-
friends.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Exactly.
studio.
And Lucas from fucking Blanket, like, he's just awesome. And
He's
you know,
so funny
He's
too.
got the exact cabs that we use live and at home. He's got
Must be
he's
good
got an
cabs.
angled 1960. Is it A cab? Yeah. And he's got a 2x12 EVH cab, which has got the same speakers that my 4x12 has got.
Yeah.
Do you mean like what more?
Yeah.
And a 5150, like what more do you need? And he's got a cathedral
that I've bought.
that he's now bought because we use it.
It's
Not
not-
an
it's a
actual
really-
cathedral.
No, it's a really.
Yeah,
we bought one, yeah.
We
Actually,
are
funny
moving on to
enough-
Christian rock in our next EP.
Funny
We
enough,
have
like,
cathedrals, huh?
in the car drive up, we were like, are we gonna used pedals on his EP that we don't own, so we had to buy them after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking too right,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. So he's buying all the pedals. He's gonna capture them, and I'm gonna have them
Yeah,
for
he's
free.
gonna pinch them off me, yeah.
So I think wins it fucking works.
Sounds like a win-win.
He's had to get a pitch shifter because of the album because of one riff, but we
I
need
had
it.
to get it,
You
though.
need
Yeah.
it. So I mean,
But there was that random boutique Canadian fuzz pedal that only
That he
drops
now
every
needs to
6
get.
months.
That he now
And I managed to fucking get one
And
because
you-
I used it on the EP. I have to
You're
have
only
it.
getting it if you're active as well at stupid o'clock in the morning. Like,
Nice.
it's just stuff like that. And I think that we could not have picked a better studio to go and play at. Do you know what I
Again,
mean?
it kind of sounds like the stars align for that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think especially with him being a drummer in the band he's in, with Louis as well.
I
like-
mean, bear in mind that Lucas is like a multi-instrumentalist. So his input was through everything.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he knows theory, he knows harmony and stuff.
Yeah.
He wasn't just...
The end
It's
of
not like he's a guitar player and kind of going,
No, he
it
wasn't just pressing buttons or having
Yeah.
input where it wasn't warranted. He had legitimate insight into a song because he listened to the demos.
That's really good. That's really cool.
He's great. He's honestly one of the most like
Genuine
wonderful
people.
people we've ever met.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
such,
it was-
such a cool dude.
It was literally like recording with a mate who is,
yeah,
yeah,
100%.
who is a genius.
From
pretty much.
from day dot. Like I
He
think
bought us coffee too.
yeah,
coffee
really
enthusiast.
nice coffee as well. The end of
Thank you,
Venamba doesn't
Greyhound.
sound anything like how we wrote it.
Okay.
In terms of the harmony, because we sat down with him and we were like, this isn't working, and he helped us with all the notes.
Wow.
So, I mean, like,
But
he has a writing credit on the songs
Yeah.
because of how
He's
much
got a writer on all of them.
he's got a writing
Yeah.
credit on all of them because of how much he helped, and the songs sound so much better because of him. And I think that was something we had spoken about before going. We need to be as proud as we are of these songs. We need to be moldable in terms of because his band aren't exactly small.
We want
Yeah.
a producer, not an engineer.
Yeah, exactly.
different things.
Exactly. His band aren't exactly small. They know what they're doing. He's not a bad songwriter by any means. He's phenomenal, and it's just yeah.
If you'd have sat in on the sessions, because these two weren't there, if you were sat in on the sessions when I was singing for an Amber, it was bar to bar, and Lucas going, okay, this is the melody. Okay,
Yeah.
right, got it.
He's
Saying,
working
no,
on
it's
the
not
melody
this,
for
it's
us.
this one. Then we'd put like pianos in. He'd lay out a piano for me,
Oh, wow.
so I could sing to it. Like
Wow.
he was willing to really
Yeah.
put the effort in to make sure we got it right.
There's another story as to why the two of us weren't there as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
What happened when we were
In
in
the
the
pub,
studio?
by any chance?
No, we were in the
They were
car.
Story time, Martyrs
No.
Saint.
Segue.
Right, so these two had just got done with both their parts, so they
This
loaded
is
the
what, day 6 or 5 or 6?
day 6.
6 or
Yeah.
7.
We did 8 in total.
Yeah, we did 8.
So these two had just loaded the car. Then I get a text basically asking about if we wanted to go support an O2 show. Then.
And
I know.
obviously, that's the biggest thing we've played ever.
And
is
so
about
I
Michael.
said to
Yes!
them, I'm like, oh, damn, we just got offered an O2 show, but we're in Blackpool. They were like, why don't we just drive now?
We've got time to make it there if we back our stuff
We
now.
packed
Yeah.
all of our shit
Yeah.
into
And
the
Lucas
cars
was,
and went.
like, singing his praises. He was willing to, postpone things for the day with no extra cost, so we could do that.
That's badass.
So
Yeah.
I ring the rep, Robin, and I was like, I'm going to be honest, we're in Blackpool right now, but we will leave now and speed.
Well, we were in the car. We were in the cars on our way. We was waiting for
Yeah.
the call back.
Their stuff was packed telekinetically and in the car.
Before I rang her, I was like,
We were
you
playing
two
fucking
go.
Tetris in our car. We were.
They'd gone. They'd gone before I even rang her. I was like, you two fucking get there now.
Put it in M mode, mate. Sport mode, go.
So I'm
Turn the traction control off.
I rang and I was like, listen, we're in Blackpool now, but we will load the fucking car and haul ass and we will get there. It's like, yeah, cool. Just like get on your way and I'll just like passing it through the ranks of who would do it. Now, this is for Adrian Smith, so guitarist of Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
This was fucking
Big.
an insane thing.
Yeah.
So Robin says yes. This is when we have just got on the motorway. Robin says yes. The promoter says yes. The booking agent says yes. Adrian Smith management said no.
Yeah.
So we had to
And I
turn
was like,
around.
cool, Harv, it's not happening.
What do you mean it's not happening? It just said no. Bastard.
Obviously, they're done with their part, so they can stay on the way home. But it was
So
like,
we
yeah,
went
it's-
home.
it's
We
not
would have
happening.
loved to stay, but we were
So
away.
they only missed us recording vocals and leads, but they were there for everything else.
It's not interesting then.
Nothing. No.
But like when we basically said across as a type EP that we felt like there was like fairy dust, that there was something getting sprinkled into these songs that we couldn't quite gather,
Pinpoint,
but
yeah.
it was
Luke spotted out of you.
just the experience of it felt better and more special than it ever had. So for us to be going, we're off our fucking head talking about fairy dust here. and then suddenly we get offered an O2 slot. It's like, okay, maybe we are doing something while we're here.
Yeah.
There is something in this room.
Nice.
And also, don't forget how weird it was, because literally about, what was it, an hour before you got that text, I said Adrian Smith's support have just cancelled
my
their
God,
reel.
yeah. You literally mentioned
I
it.
said, oh, why don't we put in for it as a joke? And you got a
And then we
text
got asked
asking.
to
we got
be
offered
put
it.
in
I
for
was
it.
like, that's
You see,
weird.
Louis and I were in the car, and I was ringing my mother. He was
Louis
ringing
and
his
I.
mother. We're like, we offered O2. We were crying, ringing them, and then we get the call from Mars. It's like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's not happening.
God damn it, I'm after getting 5 speeding tickets, you assholes.
So I've not listened to Iron Maiden since.
Rightly so.
Nor did he before, but
Shut up!
Make him suffer, he's lost a fan.
Don't tell them I'm a LARPer. Stop it.
You are.
With the EP, will we see it in Black City? Down the road? If you know.
Yeah, we will. We are getting CDs for it.
yeah.
Good.
So we'll
We covered little things, little Easter eggs on the CD as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't worry about that either.
Good.
You have to buy it to get it.
Yeah,
Plenty
if you
of
want to know, you got to buy it.
Yeah, we will stick some in there.
Good.
Absolutely.
Should.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot, obviously, for the local scene, so it'd be good.
Black
to,
City's fucking awesome as well.
it
I mean,
is.
hearing that, like, because obviously we played Southwest Heavy Fest, and knowing that they've had stalls up there as well when we've been there, it's nice that it's not just a Bristol thing that people know about. Obviously, I know it's not, but knowing that we've played events where they've actually taken stalls up to sell their stuff as well. Do you mean that's Black City are awesome.
Yeah, totally agree. I assume you're going to tour the EP once it officially comes out.
Sort of. Yeah, we're not doing a tour as such. We've
Say
got a
sort
lot
of.
going on.
You said sort of tour.
Unofficial,
We're not,
accidental.
Our NDA says we're not allowed to talk about this.
there's a lot going on in the second half of the year that we can't speak about.
Okay.
But that should tell you enough.
Yeah, that's
We're
fine.
not busy.
Yeah, we're not necessarily touring. We're going to be busy.
Yeah, I think.
Read
I
between
think-
those lines, people.
I think that's the best way we can put it.
Cool.
Mark and I will be busy together.
If you want us to tour, you're able to sort that out for us, though.
Drain, please have
Yeah,
us on
Drain,
as a
maybe.
support, please.
Drain, let us know.
Drain, we love you.
Funnily not an influence by any of you, that. Just saying. You had your chance and you didn't see it. On the gigging front,
Yes.
you have been quite active on the scene. You're appearing in quite a lot of shows and actually playing quite big names as well. What's been the funnest show that you've done?
I've got a quick reasons for it. Nottingham was
Southwest
quite
Heavy
fun.
Fest.
Go on. Why was Nottingham fun?
Just travelling far afield, staying in a hotel, feels quite rock and roll.
Having
You throw
time to
TV out the window.
There you go. Well, no, the windows were double glazed for unfun stuff.
having a bed with just me and Harvey.
Yeah, I was in there for 15 minutes by myself.
was this another oozing session? Was it?
I did indeed knock and barge in unannounced.
That was a great show, but no, Southwest Heavy Fest was fucking insane.
think
as
Southwest
well.
Heavy Fest
I
was
think
best.
I think just the
Great show.
people that run that, Charlie, just
That was
our
recent,
best
right?
friend. Yeah,
Very recent, yeah.
That was just a whole day in and of itself, which was so fun. The bands that played were also awesome. Inhuman Nature were fantastic. I also got a shark inflatable from that, which was fantastic.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah,
How the fuck do I know about that?
I have it on my guitar stand. I was like, Charlie, can I have this? And he's
Not
like,
exactly a whale though, is it?
Yes. No, it's not. We'll get there. That was, I think, I don't know, favourite gig. It would either be Southwest or Psychroptic.
Psychroptic, well, the
Barrier as
entire
well,
second
right?
half of last year was a pinch me moment.
Yeah.
But getting Overthrust,
yeah.
with their they're starting to get Europe and stuff. Because I'd seen them on like Metallica documentaries. Like, oh my god, we're opening for that band, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Then we'd get the second Doomfest show, which is then sold out Exchange Main Room.
Yeah.
Which is,
Fucking
in terms of
great
like
show.
numbers, is the biggest room we've played to.
Yeah.
And then, thinking it can't get any better, we get offered Psychroptic. who
In
are
the
just doing
same room.
They're doing a one-off show from Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
And we're on it.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
And I was like in the green room and I was warming up, and then like Psychroptic singer coming in, he's giving me like vocal warm-up tips.
Yeah, and like
what the fuck?
doing push-ups and
Yeah,
whatnot.
that was sick.
Like, it's,
That
yeah.
was literally the reaction, just like, what the fuck?
I think
Sweet, hang on.
I think for me though, I think favourite show would probably be the first that was the Master show we did this year.
Really?
I think that was that was such a good show for us. I think the nerves that were running, obviously, same that was for the second, but getting through to the semi-finals, I think, was a big thing because we've done competitions before and never quite met the mark. That being the one that, you know, we all collectively would say that's what we would have wanted to get through the most.
Yeah.
And, you know, being the first band announced that go through to the semi-finals from it, that was just like, we actually did it.
Yeah.
we actually did it, and we were so proud of the show we put on as well. I think
kind of a full recognition of where you are now. And
exactly, and you know, from like 6 months before, from, you know, playing in August at Breakthrough, you know, we got strength. It's not even got a name or lyrics yet. To getting through to the semi-finals of Martyrs, the Masses, now to the finals. I think that was
about to come out. You know,
yeah, exactly. Like, this year has been so great for us so far. We're like forever grateful for everything we've been able to accomplish and achieve and the opportunities we've had. I think that was a very big, like, okay, we are doing something right for once, and there's no takeaway from it where we've got to get better in this specific fun. It was always a case of we need to put on an even better show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was a case of working from there rather than what we have already done that wasn't as good. We need to get better at it. Was, okay, this was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now we need to amplify this so we can get through to the finals, which we did, I would say, pretty well.
Yeah.
not to toot our horn, but
yeah, I think
you know, we amplified it, and then now it's a case of doing the same for the finals in a completely different way.
All I'm going to say is he's called Papa Het for a reason. You're not going to know why we're saying this.
They might have an idea.
I'll tell him your mum wants to fuck James Hetfield.
Exactly that.
Be quite like
exactly
James.
that.
And you will allow it.
I would.
And film it.
You've got Harv's permission, Lily.
That's his man.
I can't
Yeah.
wait.
He's too excited about this.
Ew, that's your man.
My stepdad could be Papa Het.
Yeah, too fair. Anyway, Harv, you're on this next one.
Hello.
Incest, what do you think?
That's all right.
Overrated.
Underrated.
Best kept. There's a phrase about that. Incest is best kept with the family. There you go.
There it is.
Right, we've done best gig. How about favourite venue in both Bristol and further afield?
I like Exchange.
I thought that was going to be the
I think it's
answer.
probably a very universal thing. I think Exchange for me as
They've
well.
been like far too kind and patient with us.
Very.
They're a very good venue, and a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about it.
Actually, then saying that while we're here, for whatever reason, John was ever so patient and kind to us when we first started playing here.
Yeah.
Like, we have this thing on our rider, at the very bottom of our rider. It's like either like your top 5 songs of this week or like cat pictures.
Yeah.
And John printed us pictures of his cats with like the Gryphon like logo and emblem on it,
That's
and their
badass.
stickers.
That's cool.
Fuck knows why he did it for us of all bands, but he did
he's a
it
good
Because we
dude.
asked.
He'd come up to us during that show and he's like, I've got these for you.
That's
and so
amazing.
we've got like actual like custom printed stickers of his cats.
With the Gryphon
so
logo.
fucking
Yeah,
sick.
it's so
That
cool.
is sick.
I knew
I
just
like
getting
that.
when
Sick
we
one or
first started.
anything.
Like, I remember my first show here. I blinked and there was 12 cans on stage. And they
You
were
kept blinking on.
they'd worked their way
Almost like
from
what's
the
happening
first
here,
out,
isn't it?
and like none of us had asked for a
Yeah.
rider, but
They were there for
blinked
us.
mid-set and they all appeared.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like yeah, definitely Exchange, and for the Gryphon especially how like weirdly kind John has been considering we were shit.
I've got to say, being sat here now, this place, I mean, obviously it's a metal pub and bar, everything. It's so good to metal.
Yeah.
And they've been so
And
accommodating.
zine, absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
brilliant. I love this
100%.
place.
Everyone needs to come and support it, because we lose
Damn
it
right. Up
otherwise.
the
Yeah,
Gryphon.
exactly. Get down and get a point now.
Absolutely. We'll get more than one.
Get 1,000 if you can.
Yeah.
Maybe a million.
Million.
$1 million. That's not enough money.
$1 million.
Right, kind of tidying up a little bit. So the weirdest or craziest thing that you've either seen at one of your own gigs or a gig you've been at, or while you've been travelling to a gig, it can be any of the options.
Mario and I have almost kissed a few times on stage. That's always a common one.
Almost kissed a few times, have kissed
Have
a
kissed
lot more.
a lot of times.
I'd say me and Brian went to see Pantera beginning of last year. That was fun, especially because just before, like I'd say maybe 3 songs before they ended, he gets carried over the.
It was during domination.
He gets carried over the barrier because he's feeling ill. And
I was about to be sick.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I can't leave him to go on his own. As much as I'm enjoying this, I don't want to leave him to go on his own. So I go over with him.
Nice,
you know, he's throwing up his he's throwing up his guts in the toilet. You know, he's a here Cowboys from Hell, come on. And it's like the sleeper agent in him awoke. And he's sprinting out that door. I've got like the thickest jacket on. And I'm like, what is going on? So I'd probably say the sleeper agent in Brandon is probably the weirdest thing I've seen at a gig.
Yeah.
Because he's 1 minute like throwing his guts up and like he can't even stand being at the front for domination.
That whole show was like so sweaty. And basically we were at the barrier and we were like holding on to it. Because we just kept getting pinned against it.
Yeah.
And I got pinned against it one too many times. And it was during the domination breakdown where I was like, okay, I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut my
played that one of our
losses,
gigs.
finish the song, get over and go be sick. So I'm throwing up. And then I hear the intro tape for Cowboys. I'm like, if I'm not going to be at the front for Cowboys, I'm going to be in the pit for Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I best book my ideas up and get fucking in.
So we get back and we get directly in the pit.
It's like we run
Jump in the
directly
pit.
from bathroom all the way down the corridor, all the way past the merch, past the bar, directly into the pit
Yeah.
in one movement.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I've still got my thick fucking like trucker jacket on, and I'm like, there's nowhere I can put this. I'm just gonna have to get in the pit.
I
with
like
it.
this jacket, but
But it's gonna have to stay on because I'm not losing it. There's not like staff I can give it to. So we just get straight in the pit for Cowboys from Hell, and wow, what a fucking pit that was. We got our heads kicked the fuck
Oh,
in.
yeah.
I've been in the
so
pit for
fun though.
Miku.
Group Fat Fest at Miku.
It fucking stank.
I could have told you that, and I was not there.
Got a set list though.
You always seem to attract weirdos.
Oh my god.
Tell us about Diane.
No, there was
We know all about Diane.
there was a show that me and Marcel went to. Marcel's one of our mates.
Shout out
He's
to
also in the
Siphon.
band, yeah, shout out to Siphon.
Sleep for Southland.
I'm not even gonna say the band, but they come out to like.
say the song and see if we can guess it.
Okay.
You're not going to say the band, but say the song and see if we can guess
Master of Puppets.
Well, they come out to this
Is that Megadeth?
they come out to like
Megadeth.
90s like
those guys.
90s like pop, and
Okay, I'm struggling a bit with that one.
yeah, you would trust me. And there was these two girls behind us, and I remember Marcel just tapped me and go, Louis, look. Turn around, they're topless, nothing on,
Nice.
and just fully going at it. And
Going at it.
you know what Marcel was like? You know what Marcel was
Oh my
like?
god, you just reminded me.
What?
When we
Marcel?
saw AC/DC, the Pretty Reckless are opening and they have a song that starts with just like moaning. It's just sex moaning. And Marcel was looking around like he didn't have
course
a
he
fucking
was.
clue what was going on. Like he's
Shout
like,
out to Marcel.
What is that?
What is she doing
What
with
are
her
they-
mouth? Why
is
is she
she
making that
hurt?
noise?
Like, what's going on?
Marcel's got his fucking plasters out.
Has he never heard those noises before?
No comment. So always, Louis, Amari, why are they doing that?
Why would they do that? Like, what made them think to do that? Don't worry, Marcel.
Nah, they're faking it.
We love him. We love him.
Yeah, he's
What
just
you
fuck-
have?
You love him too.
I feel like
I love everyone.
you
You've
love
probably got
this
some
shit.
weird gig memories.
Yeah, he is the weirdo. Though.
The
I've
weirdest
avoided
thing he's seen at his gig was him doing something.
Falling off the stage is probably pretty bad. but
Yeah, I can't remember
it.
any of these, so it's going to be them who's going to have to tell the fucking story. Oh, actually, no, I do remember I was being force-fed alcohol at one of our gigs.
Force fed.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was
Force-fed.
very willing, but I didn't realise
gave us his
until
card.
right at the end what was happening.
I don't know why I'm so drunk. I've only had 15 pints.
Yeah.
They
Only
were
gave
pints, they
Cameron
were
my card.
shots. They were just being handed to me. Oh, thank you. He just kept opening his jacket and handing me a bottle of Jack. Thank you,
Oh,
Stu.
was that fucking? Was that Stu?
That was Stu. That was at the Thunderbolt.
That was this year.
That was this year.
Not that long ago.
Was it late last year? Was it this year?
Yeah, it was this year.
Fuck if it was this year.
It was
Shit.
January.
I was that drunk. I can't remember. It was this fucking year.
It's literally January.
So usually I pay. Well, not
To be
tonight.
fair,
I
that's
pace
like 5 months
myself.
ago.
You know what
that was the same time as last year.
what I remember about that specifically is I'm very short, he's very tall.
I'm quite.
So he'd come up to me, and it's like he was behind me and like craned over, right? And he's like, "Man, it's such a good time. Stu's giving me so much whiskey. I'm so pissed." And
Are you feeling
It's
it?
actually
Yeah.
upside down.
shit.
And then you had the fucking nerve to stand on the benches.
Oh, what was it? I couldn't see.
He stood on his benches next to me and Stu while being force fed.
Stu and I.
I mean,
He's 6'4" on an elevator
yeah.
platform.
Me and Stu were there like, yeah, go.
I might
And
be
he's there like,
6'5". I can't remember now.
Only thing that would have made that worse is in pair of new rocks. 4-inch heels.
Don't talk shit about my Cuban heels. It was stilettos next show. It's my fuck me heels.
Oh dear. So when you get through Metals and Masses, you play Bloodstock, and we're going to interview again, kind of thing. And then the next thing, what's the weirdest thing that you've seen? Well, our bass player decided to shove his own high heel up his butt.
Wait. He said
Sat on
high
it.
heel singular. It will be both of them.
Oh, boy.
If you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I
he's
mean?
gonna commit. He's gonna commit. It's gonna be both.
I'll always commit to the bit. It's only a bit though.
Experienced.
No, definitely not.
No, they're
Mari,
not.
shut the
They're
fuck
not
up.
custom molded.
Fuck up, Mari.
Well, that would be weird, wouldn't it? That's a niche business someone's
Yeah.
definitely done.
Don't talk
mold
shit
of
about
a
my
butthole.
penis stilettos.
Right. I think we might be nearing the end because...
Oh, man.
That's the way to wrap it up, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Getting your mold your butthole probably would do it. Mostly you have to get a train because, you know, that's...
I do need to
You're a
run.
bitch.
It would be excellent merch though. You could do Martyrs Saint. Some weirdo's gonna buy that.
Oh, yeah.
Martyrs Saint stilettos.
Shall we do it? Or is it Moulder Willy?
Why are they all different sizes?
Why is Amari's the biggest?
Well, I don't know. I've said it. I don't know.
Or did you hear it first?
Can I have one pair of the chocolate brown stilettos?
Excellent. Well,
Excrement.
thank you very much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure having
Thank
you.
you for
It's
chatting.
funnest ever.
Best of luck in the future. I'm looking forward to buying the EP. Thank you for giving it to us
Oh yeah, of
beforehand.
course.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to picking that up. It is fucking cracking. Looking forward to the not tour but busy schedule. And definitely going to see you live again. And
Hell
best of
yes.
luck with everything that's happening.
So thank you for having us. This was so fun. This was
Good.
amazing.
This is brilliant.
This
Glad
was
you
so
enjoyed
fun.
it.
Yeah, this
I've
was
got
amazing.
Got to shout out a couple of our boys
Go on.
looking after the scene.
Yes.
Because of course we are only a byproduct of the scene we exist in.
Yeah.
Fair,
Got
yeah.
big up Toothache, Sledgehammer, Exhaust, Siphon, Post Vita, Rum Dog, Slighted Hand, Blanket
Apathy.
if we're going to talk
Yeah,
about fucking
blanket,
Lucas.
blanket, apathy. Not that we need to big up
Diane.
apathy, but
No, Apathy as well, of course.
Apathy.
They're awesome.
Drain, please take us
Monochrome
and talk with you.
Monochrome. They are fucking awesome.
Yeah, Monochrome. We are part of the
Well, I
absolute
was just gonna
best scene
say,
in the world.
With Monochrome, you will be.
Fortunately, we get to play with Monochrome. Yeah, they're awesome.
They might even be handing over the baton here.
Hopefully they're going to hand
In
us the
theory.
torch to carry it on.
Be
No,
nice to
no,
see.
we have the honour and privilege of belonging to the best scene that I feel is
Yeah.
in the UK.
Yeah, we are very
Um,
blessed.
And that is a byproduct of not only just those bands, but those bands as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Ben and Epimetheus as well.
Oh, fucking love Ben.
Ben is
I'm
awesome.
Vulture God.
Yeah, we love Ben.
He was on the last episode.
He was. He was.
Shout out to Luby as well.
And James Hetfield. Papa Het.
Thank you, Papa Hat.
Future Papa hit.
My Papa
Step
Hat.
Papa Hat.
Step Papa Hat.
That's going to be weird when you see him live. Gonna go, I'm your son! Just fuck my mom, please!
She's gonna be Mum's gonna be blushing
my
listening to
permission.
this.
No, seriously, it was a pleasure chatting with you guys. Thank
Yeah,
you.
well,
it's
thank you for
been
having
great.
us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you.
Jen, thank you, as always.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Yes, thank you for your
Tom.
beeps and your claps.
Thank you for the clap. That should go there.
We had a
Lots of
really good
claps.
time.
Wow, did you look at the time? Have you got a train to catch?
Oh fuck! You just want to get rid of me.
Mr. Ashby, thank you for letting us do it here, as
Thank you,
always.
Mr. John Ashby.
David, Black City, I know we didn't do an album for you this time, but make sure you look after these guys. They're
Please.
well worth it. When
Big
they
up
drop
Phil
in
on
the
the bar.
CDs. We've been filming fire. Thank you very much. See you in the pits. Woo!